Internet.
And we're live.
Everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, I'm ready to kick some ass. Who are we killing today?
All right, so
Names.
welcome to session one of Tyranny of Dragons. If you guys remember from our session 0 that we did in broadcast, essentially, being texted. All right, so you guys came across the town of Greenest. It's currently under attack by dragons. You were able to save a young woman trying to protect her family named Lynan Swift. She told you that people are gathering at the keep, and you guys decided that it's probably a really good idea to. And yes, that D6 is still legit. You guys are, trying to make your way to the keep as the town is under attack. If you look, we'll zoom out a little bit. Keep being
What's
right
the
here.
jump off point for younger?
What's that?
What's the jump off point for younger?
What do you mean? What's the jump off point?
Like, how's he just gonna roll up and be introduced? Like, how's he coming
He
in?
was with you guys. Were all together.
Okay.
We know each other already.
Yeah, remember you guys already knew
I
each
was
other.
wondering if
In
there's like a different
battle,
story
so,
explanation, like why I wasn't here, or if he was even part of the battle last time, or what the deal is. Because
Nope.
I
You
didn't
were
know
there.
that.
You just walk out of the woods. How about
Yeah, like
that?
you were a little behind. You had to go find some birds.
Fair. Just hand wave that shit. Got it.
Right. These are not the droids you're looking for. So we're gonna change up some music.
I like that you're rad for short.
I would suggest Rado, but Rad is fine too if you really want to.
You can pick your nickname.
All right.
All right, jumping in as the sounds of battle are all around. You guys, excuse me. Sounds of battle all around. You see people raiding, houses burning, people running. As you guys start heading to the keep, you are immediately accosted by several kobolds and what looks to be 4 humanoids, or 4 humans. Come on. There we go. Hi. All right. Cool beans.
We've got company again.
As they start running out from both sides of the house where you guys were.
Stark looks over her shoulder and sees, oh my god, what's your character's name? Hold on, I'm gonna change my nickname because I haven't quite gotten everyone yet. What's up, you? Your character's name is... Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me.
Radovan?
No. Dave's character.
Younger guard.
Younger
Younger
guard
guard.
is the druid.
Just in time, we've got company, she says to Younger.
Hi there. We've got company, you say?
Again, you missed the first part.
Oh. Oh my, there seems to be trouble our way. We should probably do something about that, huh?
And
May or
we
may
are
not
jumping immediately
have got a
into.
concussion.
Well, let's see what we can do about these unpleasantries.
Roll some initiative, party time.
Excellent.
I do like to
Excellent.
sing sometimes for no reason. I think I'm a real life bard, probably.
Same.
I don't think the vicious mockery part would be. It would just be a really awkward, like, smack talk.
I personally am a huge fan of smack talk.
It's the only reason I watch football, so I can really get my smack talk on.
You ready for some football?
I love the sports ball. All right, jumping right into things. Sark,
Okay.
you have first action.
Huh, impressive. Well, I'm not going to say much. I am, however, going to immediately go up to the one right here.
All right.
Is flanking a thing in this game?
Flanking is actually not a thing ever.
Never.
Yeah, it's not really actually a thing.
Damn it! I learned off of homebrew.
Yes. That's okay, so did we.
So it's kind of like free parking Monopoly.
Right.
You know?
It's like house rules.
Exactly. Like, wait, that's not law? Really? Okay. I'm just gonna hit him with my warhammer, two-handed.
Groovy, go for it.
24 to hit. Oh damn. 14.
Hey.
No, 12. I'm an idiot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What did you hit? The kobold?
Counted on my fingers. Yeah, the one directly in front of me.
Oh, he dead. Like, you actually just come running up, swing your warhammer, and just and collapse its skull immediately.
Holy fuck, Otter. You're like in a deep freezer or something. It's like...
Holy shitballs. What was that?
Sorry. That was me being dramatic.
Do we need Lean-In Swift and the initiative order too?
No. She's
a non-combatant.
Yeah, she is turned to non-combatant. She's more worried about protecting her children.
Okay.
Get the hell out.
Let's give it 1 second for Otter to get in here. We'll let him join in the initiative roll. Hey, Mr. Otter, you guys are under attack. Congratulations.
Can you hear us, Drew? Is his name even Drew?
Yes, it is Drew.
Okay, because I'm like, where did I get this from?
Drew X. Okay, so he can hear us, but apparently we can't hear him.
He's so cute. Look, he's fine.
Oh no.
All right. That would make it Radovan's turn.
Okay. I will go over to stand behind Sark. I'll target this guy. His color shall fail, his limbs shall tremble, his voice shall quiver.
Sark smirks. Which you
He
can't
wets
see.
himself and takes 1 point of damage.
That will end my turn.
Okay, there's
I heard
an otter.
something now.
He has disadvantage on his next attack roll, too.
Yep.
Cool.
Groovy. So this cultist here is going to, let me see. No. Basically going to come up to about right here. He isn't close enough to do anything else.
Your smack talk?
And this one's going to come running up and try and swing at the scary half-orc lady with disadvantage.
I'm not scary. I have charisma
Does a 12 hit you?
A 12 does not hit.
Uh, he takes it, then he scimitar just like swings wide as he's like trying to shake off um, the mental effects of like some pretty epic smack talk.
Yeah.
Brunhilde, you're up.
Oh, I'm just gonna take a step forward. Try not to roll in that one.
Ooh.
I do not.
Not too shabby.
I would say a 20 hits.
I would say, oh, thank you. I do a 10.
So you just basically come running up, swing your great axe, and take this dude right out, like right in the middle of the thighs. Not only does he bleeds out immediately as you hit
Cut
his
him off at
femoral.
the legs.
Essentially, he bleeds out immediately as you sever his femoral artery, and he
That
dies.
was vicious.
I am very tiny, and I'm back with a vengeance after the last round of combat
I
where
love
I
it.
died. So,
I dig it.
Don't you have a concussion? Go sit down.
That kobold's dead. This kobold is.
oh god, someone's here looking at the puppy. Oh, my webcam's not on. Whoops, my bad, friends.
Gonna fire his sling at the scary dwarf lady.
She's cute.
Gonna assume that the 13 does not hit. Yeah, she's cute to you guys. He just watched like this little dwarf just run up and like cut
Yeah,
this dude
to be-
literally cut this dude fucking down. Just boom,
Yeah,
done.
To be fair, I did just slap a man off at the kneecaps, so.
That's my bestie.
What's your AC?
It is a 16.
Okay, as a sling bullet whizzes past your head.
Yeah.
And Younger, you are up, sir. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I forgot about the other kobold on the other side.
What is this? Your name is Younger Guard?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fantastic.
just kind of how furbolgs do things.
Sure.
It's usually like some kind of job that they call each other. Like, yeah, you know, it's
Like bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Stupid bounty hunter.
This sling attack also misses as a rock goes swinging right past your head. And now you're up.
oh boy, this seems to be kind of precarious over here. Are you guys sure you don't want to stop and surrender?
What are you talking
They all look at each other, and the one dragon cultist actually speaks up and goes, "You realize we have the entire town surrounded. Even if you defeat us, somebody's going to kill you."
You realize you're fighting a man that sounds like Ernie. I don't know what person.
I really prefer not to fight if I don't have to, but if you guys want to throw down in fisticuffs, I certainly will.
Oh shit, the druid's talking about fisticuffs. Now you know it's serious.
Bring out the shillelagh.
He looks at the kobold. Kill him.
I'm gonna go ahead and I can't do much from where I am at.
You can't.
Going to.
Cruise
Yeah.
that flame on someone's ass, man. What you got?
You think I have a whole lot of spells, but I really.
That's a cantrip. What do you got in your cantrips?
He just only took shillelagh and
Thornwood,
druidcraft.
maybe. Produce
That's all, yeah.
flame.
Didn't even take
Shillelagh?
druidcraft.
Shillelagh and thunderclap.
Alright, so everything is
Oh.
melee, basically.
So I am going to. No, I want to go up here.
We are fucked.
Going to move my guy about here. To cast this guy kind of like right here, trying to get all three of them. And
Entangle.
Oh, nice. I'm about
Straight
to-
As I
saving
cast it,
throw.
I
I
hope
go,
their
"You guys
saves are
exactly
shittier than
have
they
to
were versus my fairy fire in session 0, because everybody saved versus it.
Yeah.
We're about to find out. Cultist number 1. What's your DC?
13.
Cultist 1 saves. Cultist 2 does not save. So let me entangle him. And the kobold does not save, so he is also entangled. Excellent.
No. Looks good.
Seems legit.
All right, Sark.
I am not wearing my shield right now. I am two-handed it, so I just reduced my AC a little bit, but that other attack did not hit me. Even still, but my AC is gonna change based
Okay.
on what I'm doing. So two-handing it, I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me. Duck Rado. She swings back and.
Hi, Doc.
Wait.
He
Let me
also
add my
ducks.
Inspiration. What is it? 1d6?
D6, yes.
Oh fuck, 10.
So
That doesn't hit.
what happens is you're like, Doc Rado, and the cultist looks up and goes, thanks, and ducks as well.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch. Let me see if I have any bonus actions I want to do. Any bonus actions? No. I just curse and hold my ground.
Groovy.
How long does it take to put a shield on? An action?
An action.
Okay.
Rad, you're up, buddy.
Bonus action, I'm going to grant an inspiration to Brunhilde. Brunhilde, Rapture of Wilderness, Chaos of Maelstroms, Rider of the Vortex's Edge. Open your heart to the power of my words.
Dig it. Take your
I'm going to run
D6.
over here, and then I'm going to attack an entangled kobold with my rapier as my action.
Hang on. Let's make sure, because the, yeah, that's like 80 feet.
Oh, then I will not do that at all. Can
Just
I
'cause
run
the
up to this
token-
one?
Oh, yeah. Just because the tokens are big, this is a town, so... the tokens
I
are only
miss.
big so we can see. Yeah, so you go to stab... actually... No, yeah, you go to
Unless I have
stab it.
advantage for some arcane reason.
No, unfortunately.
Well, that's it.
You go to stab it, and just kind of... What happens is your rapier just kind of glances off its shoulder armor.
Damn it, Rado, get back.
Alright, so this cultist is going to go ahead and swipe at Sark with his scimitar. I'm assuming the 21 hits. Goes ahead and... Go on, puppy! Goes ahead and
Pull
Just-
the stitch.
catch you like right on the shoulder for 2 damage slashing. This cultist is not entangled, so he's going to go this way away from the entanglement, but he's still not close enough to do anything.
I'm sorry, Mike. Who took the 2 slashing damage?
That would be you.
Okay, thank you.
This cultist is going to try and get out. Strength check. And freeze himself, but is only able to do half movement. So let me do this. 30 feet, he can only get 15, so he can come up a little bit closer, but that's about it. Still not close enough to hit you. Brunhilde, you're up.
Ooh, alright. I'm gonna step oh, I guess not step. I'm going to awkwardly clamber over the corpse of the man in front of me that I just severed at the knees, and I'm coming for that kobold.
Bring it.
And I'm sorry, my dog's just going ballistic right now. I am going to swing again.
Great googly moogly.
I
Roll
am
some
coming
damage.
back. I'm coming back.
Yeah, so
Nice.
I feel like as you kind of come back on the downswing, you actually take like a baseball swing and just and sever the head clean off as it goes flying.
His head was about his kneecaps anyways, it's fine.
It's about
All
the
the
same
same
size.
It's all the same.
Oh wait,
weight.
I killed you instead of the kobold. Hang on.
Oh god. Not again.
All right, kobold, he be dead.
Kobold be dead.
Yep. What you got? Anything else?
I mean, I moved and hit, and that's all the fighter gets to do for a little bit.
But oh boy, will it get fun later on. All right,
Yeah,
this
I just
kobold.
I'm holding on to that inspiration though.
Oh hells yeah. Kobold fails his strength check. He's just gonna fire his sling at Younger.
Isn't that an action to make a strength check?
No, you make a strength check at the beginning of your round to try and move
Oh.
out of it. Because basically, what it is, he's tangled up in like brambles, so you're
Yeah.
trying to move through it. It. He can't get out of it, but he can fire a sling. You're gonna go ahead and take 5 damage.
4. The one is from the.
Oh, it was one's from the. Yeah, so you only
Yeah,
take
I'm
4.
pretty
My
sure
bad.
entangle. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against its spell save DC on a success. It frees itself. I'm familiar with the spell.
Oh yeah, I missed that part. On a success, so he doesn't free
He
himself
basically
and
uses
can't
his action trying to
to
get
get
out.
free. You're right. My bad. I apologize. I
I
misread.
love that spell. That's why it's so good.
You take no damage because he wasted his action trying to get out of the mess.
Okay. Well then, it is whose turn? Younger's turn.
Yours, younger's turn.
May I? I didn't roll for the birds. Do I just want to use those on my turn, or how do you want me to do that?
Yes, you would use the birds on your turn.
Do is I'm going to tell each one of the birds, hug and smile, to attack the kobold that is restrained. And just gonna go, hug, smile, attack, peck his eyes out.
I love the contradiction in that sentence.
So yeah, hug actually goes in, kind of doesn't quite get his roll the yeah,
It's only 1 point of damage every single time. It will never be more.
like kind of like starts poking at his like the top of his head. He's like trying to get away.
I'm going to roll up just within range. I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
Ooh.
Nice.
Bonus action. I am going to use and fuck off and tell the bird, come with me.
So who did you use thunderclap on?
The kobold. Well,
Okay.
actually,
It
I was
hits
trying
all
to
of
put
them,
it
I
so
think, doesn't it?
anybody within range, like so, like between these two guys.
Oh, I guess we're on a different scale.
Yeah.
So Thunderclap is a much.
Can you put that in
Much
the
smaller
in the
scale.
chat because I can't, for whatever reason, it's not letting me look it up.
I will go to the spell and I will change it so it puts out the text every time. Description on. Kaboom.
All right, so they have to make con saves.
Makes it. My DC's 13.
All right, the 2 cultists fail, succeed. Okay, so this is a succeed or suck. So this guy's gonna take 1 damage. His ears kind of bleed a little bit. The kobold also takes 1 damage. And this cultist just kind of looks, and you are invisible.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take the rest of my movement speed to kind of like get away from this general area.
Groovy. Sark, you're up.
Telepathically trying to talk
Not
to the
looking
birds
so
if I
good.
can.
She's starting to bleed a little bit, but she's still in the fight. She's going to try to whack the guy in front of her one more time to kind of redeem herself. And got 18 to hit
That does hit.
for max damage, almost.
So are you still
21?
one-handed? Or no, you're two-handed still. So you
I'm
take
two-handed without a shield.
you take both your hands and just come straight down, almost like a Kirk kind of haymaker. Only there's a warhammer in your hand, and actually like splits his forehead. Just
God damn.
And then once he's dead, let me see here.
oh, he dead.
Everyone else on this side is dead. So I'm going to take my movement.
Okay, make sure to use the ruler.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Got it. So I can move 30 feet, basically. Okay. And that is my turn.
All right, Rad, you're up. Everybody around you is dead.
Is there enough room for me to stand between Sark and the building?
Yeah. Because she's not hugging the building, so you could probably just get right
I
there.
move to there, and can I see this cultist?
Looks good. Like you can catch like. As a matter of fact, give me a perception check just to make sure. I'll give you advantage. Yeah, you're.
Thank you for the advantage.
Yeah, you can see like the back, his back.
Would thou wert clean enough to spit upon?
Huh?
Dan, that's messed up, dude.
I wish I could roll higher than a 1 on my vicious mockery.
You thumb your nose at me, sir?
You get used to it.
Speak for yourself.
Right.
Yeah, so like he just kind of, huh? Ugh! And kind of like puts his hand to his head and is going to wheel around because the giant that was in front of him is gone, so he's now concerned with you guys. Anything else?
The giant.
Feet.
Bonus action, I will give. Let's see. Do
You
I have
tower
inspiration
over me.
left? My last inspiration to Sark.
Cool.
Chilling Jurgle of Scriveners and Doom, banner of the end of all things, essence of termination, grant power to thy warrior messenger.
Sark, go ahead and take your D6 inspiration die as you think, wow, this is a wordy motherfucker.
Yeah, man. No,
Hey man, I've got a list, and once I run out of them, I'm either going to have to reuse them or they're going to get a lot shorter.
Oh no, I did the same thing.
I
Like
like
I made like a for our Strahd campaign, I have like a 5-page list of vicious
limericks.
mockeries and dirty limericks.
Your mama's so fat.
That's one of them.
I might have enough for like 2 or 3 sessions at most before I have to
And then
start
you-
making them up on the fly.
Or
And then they'll get a
recycling
lot
them.
sillier, probably.
Past a certain point, it's just yo mama jokes.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it.
Me too.
All right, so the cultist is now concerned with you. Let's see if he can even get to you. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh god, 90 feet.
Yeah. He's gonna
Sorry,
get to
friends.
about right here and start looking around, realizing that
I should have
he just ran into a 2-on-1 fight. So he's gonna try and, because he hasn't gotten all the way to you, he's gonna try and backpedal a little bit. This guy, watching this, can he even get there? Nope, he can get to...
God, this
Not
speed's
going
so
back through
slow.
the brambles. He can get to the edge of the shed. Because Younger Guard is invisible.
At some point, I want somebody to use vicious mockery and say, "Lemonheads, nachos, my dad's boat."
Sorry, what?
I'll let you finish
Write,
the rest
write
of
that
it.
down. Write that down and put it in the chat, and I will add it to the list.
Yes.
Alright, Braunhilde, you're up.
Attention.
Okay, I can't get anywhere because I am a slow ass little dwarf.
Wait,
I
25?
Yeah, I can literally just get up to where Sark is. So I'll just double move. I'll dash.
No, you can't. Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
If he dashes, he
And then
can.
yeah, I'm gonna dash and just hang out there and just I don't know. Hopefully nothing hits me in the face.
Cracking me up.
Oh. This kobold is up.
Puppy.
Gonna make a strength check. He fails a strength check. He's still caught in the brambles. Younger, you are up, sir.
So this cultist in front of me, I'm assuming has his back to me. Yes.
He does have his back to you, yes.
Well then, as my bonus action, I'm gonna use Shillelagh. Have
Oh,
a 1d8.
Jesus.
Shuttlelock, you guys. I don't know. I'm making up shit. Shuttlelock?
And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my quarterstaff. Hoping that
It's
gives
Shillelagh.
advantage? Question mark?
It does look like Shillelagh, but it's Shillelagh.
It's definitely Shillelagh.
How to pronounce Shuttlelock?
Shillelagh.
I'm hoping that I had advantage on that, because
Shalala.
otherwise that's just a whiff. Swing and
Uh,
a miss.
that is a whiff. But luckily, he still doesn't know you're there because you whiffed. He like kind of like feels a little wind on his back. How long is your invisible good for?
Until I make an attack.
Oh, so like you become visible, but his back's to you, so he has no idea. And the kobold's like
Um,
screaming and pointing.
I'm gonna tell the birds to peck him. Hug.
Yeah.
That one
Smile.
hits. That one does also hits. So
So 1 point each.
he takes 2 points of damage and turns around and is like, "What the?" And then sees you standing there with the two birds. Hug and smile.
Three
Sark,
different ways I
you
get
are up.
one life.
Because no one can tell me how to pronounce it. Ugh, not even Google.
It's Shillelagh.
Okay, I can go on.
Source is I'm
shit.
Irish.
I'm
Shillelagh.
going to. Okay, that sounds good. Shillelagh?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Say it again.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to look at him. Has he been hit before?
Yes.
10 necrotic damage.
Woof.
If
I love.
Hold up.
my DC.
Hold up.
Hold on, where's my DC at?
Reaper. Good lord.
By higher levels, the spells
Does it only take the 3 then?
He takes a wisdom saving throw.
looking for. He misses. He saves.
Okay, so he
So,
takes
I don't-
1 necrotic. Because that one's not a save or suck.
No, that's a
it's-
cantrip. It's a save or nothing.
Oh, it's a save or suck?
Or rather,
All right.
fail,
Yeah.
save or nothing.
Yeah,
Saber. A saber suck. Oh man.
could have been
Good.
so great. Let me fix that so it gives my DC on.
All right. Rad, you're up.
I will target this guy with Vicious Mockery again.
Get him.
Away, you starveling, you dried newt's tongue, bowl's pizzle, you stockfish.
Okay, I know that one's Shakespeare.
Of course it was.
But he fails, and like his ears start bleeding.
Oh, awesome.
Shakespeare was the archetypical bard.
This is
Damn
true.
it, let me hit him a few times before you ruin him.
It's okay, I can only make him bleed from the ears a little bit. He's waiting for your great axe.
All right.
Or the great maul, rather.
Yeah, I don't even think I can get it.
Hammer.
Yeah, it's a great hammer and a great axe, and I can't even get. Can I get over there? Hold on.
You should be able to.
Nope,
may do
because it's 25 feet, and I get like right there.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
How about that?
He is actually now, he's tired of the smack talk, and he is going to bum rush Rad.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Scimitar
worry, I'm a
out. He
doctor.
swings.
Yeah.
And like just
Hey, make me laugh.
swings with his scimitar, kind of catches you. I'm gonna say catches you like right under the armpit, and like just kind of stabs you, like oh.
Okay.
This cultist. Is,
Actually, no. He had disadvantage from Vicious Mockery, so he did not
oh,
hit.
son of a bitch! He does not hit.
Oh,
Ooh, good
shit.
catch. I'm sorry.
Wow, glad I remembered that.
So am I.
Yeah, we kind of have to remember our own shit. See
Yeah.
what's going on.
There's too much going on for me to remember, so you guys are gonna have to remember that stuff. So thank you for reminding me. This guy is gonna go ahead and take a shot at the birds that are pecking at his head.
Please
Oh,
ignore everything I'm
no.
rolling.
He goes ahead and takes out the red one because it's the brightest.
Yeah, it has an AC of 11.
Womp.
They
Like-
were fun while they lasted.
He like
while
takes
that one
he
was.
just takes his scimitar and goes, "Get away!" and swings and
That's
just
kind of funny.
poof, like a puff of red feathers as he just cuts it in half.
No.
Was that like a lifelong friend of your druid,
Sorta.
or just like the latest
That-
red bird friend?
The latest.
The latest.
Okay.
The latest. Technically the first.
Why aren't you posting my DC?
All right, Brunhilde, you're up.
I'm just gonna smack him again.
Woof.
I'm like really good at
Yeah,
hitting things.
so
Really
nice.
good at hitting things in the knees.
Yeah, as you sever his right or his left leg, and he once again instantly bleeds out.
I am terribly sorry about that. It's just the height that I'm at. I'm sorry.
Just cuts his leg
Yeah.
right off.
Guys, look, if you were a bit shorter, it would have been less painless. So it's your fault.
less
That is-
painless.
That's your fault for being this tall.
So more painful.
Maybe.
Exactly.
You still have a movement, or an you want to?
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I guess I'm gonna try to get I think I can get like here-ish on the building side and just kind of get around the corner. It's not much else I can do. So.
All right, the kobold is up. He's given up trying to get out. You know what? No, he's not, because he's seeing all his friends get killed, so he's trying to get away. And he does not.
Oh.
Still entangled.
Damn.
Younger guard is up.
Whoops. Ignore me again.
I think at this point I am going to smile. Sing your song. And aim that at the guard or the cultist.
DC 15 charisma. Suck it.
Fine. Well then again, I am going to go ahead and
So wait, before that happens, basically what happens is like the bird starts singing, and he kind of gets a smile on his face and kind of nods his head a little bit, like, oh, this is a pretty song. All right, now you can. I just want to throw that flavor in there.
I'm gonna use Shillelagh as my bonus action, and I'm gonna whack him again.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So you just take your hands like up and just straight on over the head and just whacks him on the head hard. He is not happy.
Yikes. I'm up.
Sark is up.
That was my kill. She looks frustrated, but she does smirk a little bit since there's so many dead bodies around them. It's kind of thrilling. She's going to move beside Brunhilde, and she's going to try to toll the dead again with that amazing kobold. My DC is 12.
All right, cool.
I can't get it to post it, but
There you go. There's a wisdom saving throw.
that doesn't make any sense.
You said your DC is what, 12?
Yeah, he made it, but
Okay.
no, the rolls aren't right. Like it's rolling too high for the first one. I'll have to figure out what's going on with that. 28. Okay, that is my turn. My horrible turn.
Oh yeah, it's rolling a D20. Nice.
Yeah.
So when it,
shouldn't be.
I think what we'll do is when it happens, we'll just have you roll just a straight D8
Yeah.
until it catches up.
Sounds good.
All right. Any movement or anything? Bonus actions?
Nope, I've moved as much as I can. I'm out of bonus actions. I will just. I'm just eyeballing the
just like stink eye in it.
Yeah.
Let me see your war face. All right, Rado, you're up.
Can I see the kobold?
Yeah, actually.
I viciously mock the kobold.
Ooh, 4. Now we're talking.
Yeah,
Thou art a boil, a plague sore.
oh, you cut out.
I said he was a boil and a plague sore.
Oh, I heard you. It covers its ears and its head explodes.
Oh my god.
Like,
As I said.
have you ever seen
I will
not Trancers? What was that movie? Where Michael Ironside's head explodes at the end? That's kind of what happens here.
I have not.
Scanners, that's the name of the movie. Scanners. It's pretty dope.
That
Scanners,
is the
head
end of my turn.
explosion.
Awesome. All right.
Zark looks a little forlorn as she didn't get the last kill, but
So
she's
this
sulking a little. Oh, there's that other guy.
this cultist is definitely invested in this fight now. He realizes he's fighting for his life. What's your AC? Cruz?
16.
That does not hit. Wait, no, Ty goes to the attacker. So yeah, he swings and just kind of catches you like, I'm gonna say he catches you like right in the side, gives you like a nice little gash around your abdominal area, and he's like,
Oh.
"Bring it, you freak!" Brunhilde, you're up.
I'm gonna go save my new nature friend. And I continue my assault on people's kneecaps.
Yeah. So go ahead and that's gonna also be a go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's more kneecaps for the kneecap god.
No, actually, because you caught him off guard, like he's not protecting you. Actually, like sever him at the waist, and just like the body just kind of and folds in on itself.
God. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say to the group, everybody, come over here. Come over here. I have something to say. Please, just over here.
Okay.
Can I get the blood off me first? Because it's everything kind of squirts.
Smile.
Everything kind of squirts at face height. So
Oh yeah, it looks like as you guys look at Brunhilde, it looks like she has just red face paint all over her.
yeah.
Would you like to be cleaned up?
Eventually, this isn't the best for my complexion.
I can use prestidigitation whenever you want and clean you up.
Yeah, go no. Well, let's see if there's anything else I need to intimidate. It helps to have a. I found it has to have.
Keep the splatter for a little while.
Yeah, so we'll give it a minute and then.
My tribe would do that before battle. Smear the blood of their enemies right beneath the eyes.
So what I want to do is, I think I want to get everybody within range. I'm gonna pick up my bird that has fallen, and I'm going to say you and all its bounty as I cast Healing Word.
Everybody gets 5 hit points back, including yourself. And the bird is dead still.
I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on the bird.
Bird is dead still.
Okay, so we'll retcon this a little bit.
Is it in
Sark
time?
actually, yeah,
Flip the order of that.
yeah, we'll flip the order of that. Sark actually saves the bird.
Can I discreetly, while this is happening, I want to cast prestidigitation and make like a little glow of nimbus, like a little bit of holy light appear, but it's like, it's kind of like a shadow instead of a light because it's Sark, right?
Yeah.
She's a death cleric, so it's kind of an unholy light, a little tinge of darkness.
Fuck it,
I
roll a cool.
love
It
it.
happens. Totally
Yeah,
happens. All right. Lynan kind of looks at you and points to the keep. To the keep.
Did you say
Rename.
everyone gets 6 hit points?
Yes, everyone gets 6 hit points.
Okay,
5 hit points, not 6.
I will take it.
So, yeah, I just renamed Smile to Smile 1.5.
I love it. 1.2.
Smile a half.
I'm going to equip my shield
Okay.
as we're going to the keep,
Okay.
and I would like to loot the bodies because I am Sarknaket, and that's what I fucking do.
All right, Groovy. They have.
Do we have a group loot?
Yeah. What we'll
I
do.
can keep track of it in my notes if you want. I'm used to doing that.
Yeah, and then
Alright.
I'll create a thing later on that you guys can all add.
Mike, I love you. I hate taking notes so much, it hurts.
So what we're gonna do is go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh, God. I am not the person to do this. Can we do it as a group, Mr. GM?
No, because you're the one who said you were looting the bodies.
Oh, good. Okay.
Can I help?
Yes, you may help.
Not terrible.
So you get advantage because I'm helping.
So yeah, go ahead and roll me a d6 followed by a d4.
Oh yeah, I do have an inspiration die.
No, don't bother using it on investigation check.
And a d4.
And a d4. So combined, you find 4 gold and 2 copper.
Wow, level 1
When
sucks.
I'm looking at these guys, why are you looting the bodies? This is
Well, you're kind
Why
of used
not?
to this by now.
Sark totally sneaks the 2 copper into her personal inventory. Should we
Okay,
split a hand?
party loot, 4 gold. Do you guys just want to split it up? There are 4 of us.
Yeah, that'd be good. Since we're
Okay.
like slim pickings now.
1 gold.
All right, making money.
near. Thank you. I don't want any of this gold.
Alright, I will
Yeah.
put the extra gold in the party fund and it will eventually
Fine.
buy diamonds for Revivify.
That sounds wonderful.
Done, son.
I totally steal the 2 copper unless anyone sees me.
Yep, that's sleight of hand unless anybody has a passive
wouldn't
perception.
care.
Unless anybody
I
has a
could-
Even
passive.
if I saw it, I'd just be like, whatever.
Unless somebody has a passive perception of 19 or better, yeah, you totally pocket those 2
Yeah, mine's
pennies.
10.
Oh god, I'm such a bitch. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be that kind of character, but for 2 copper, I might mess around with it.
Hey, we should probably make our way to the keep, as somebody was yelling just now.
Yeah, let's go.
It's not
We should get there soon.
here. It's not safe. We should go
You're right, let's go.
fortified. Somewhere fortified. Let us go.
We're running into hell, I love it. Alright. Where are we going?
A general that-away direction. As he grabs a smile and holds her dear to his chest. Don't go anywhere anymore again. You scared me. You scared me so bad.
All right,
Yeah, I
so
can always save your birds, because that's a cantrip, so you'll always have the same bird, technically.
I'm not a Warcraft peon.
so you guys
Yes, my lord.
get about this far, and you see Linen actually stops like dead on her heels, and her eyes get wide as you are greeted by more combatants.
Oh, Duke.
Oh, that was really good.
Specifically, Zigzag.
Easy.
I love you people.
Yes, my lord.
Stop poking me!
I used to make walls of archers. Like, come at me, bro. Come on. Alright, oh, we gotta have to roll initiative again.
As a bard, I should be saying, who wants to sing?
Damn, I'm rolling these initiative rolls like a boss.
Like a bouse.
A boss.
And some more combatants come out. Kind of at a bottleneck.
Oh, damn. This is gonna take a while.
I just roll each group individually.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't blown my first.
All right, is
My
there?
only 2 spells really in the first combat.
I was thinking the same thing, Mike.
Grab a beer real quick. We'll be back in 20 seconds.
I knew it. This is why I wore my spells, guys.
All right, is everybody locked in? Radovan, Younger, Brunhilde, Sark. All right,
Locked
cool.
in.
Sark descending.
Oh, this looks bad. This looks bad. I'm thinking younger guard, by the way, is something of a hybrid between someone from Minnesota and Canada.
You move me there.
He's talking like this and eating poutine at the same time.
Poutine sounds delicious.
Mike, did you move me for
I
my
did.
turn or okay?
No, I just moved you to like get you guys a little bit closer.
Okay, got it. So this is my starting position. I haven't moved yet.
Yeah, actually, let me put you kind of at a starting
You have
position.
Beets and potatoes.
Okay, that's good.
There we go.
The big guy in the back.
That should put you a little bit closer, because that's about where...
All right, cool. All right, got my shield on. I got my warhammer. What do I want to do?
Crap. You know what I should have done?
All right.
I realized I don't have a whole lot of weapons. I was looking at my weapon proficiencies and not what I actually have with me.
I have a hand axe with that.
Can I retcon it that I steal that sling?
Does anyone have a light crossbow by any chance that I could use?
I just have a hand axe.
I'm hoping I can steal that sling.
Alright, so all of a sudden, as Younger actually lectures you guys about looting the bodies, he leans down as he's passing one of the dead kobolds and picks up the sling.
There you go. That's my man.
Give me a D10.
That's how many rocks you have, man.
You have 6 stones.
Not too shabby.
We are going to keep track of, just so everybody knows, Mr. Cruz and I were talking, and he came up with the idea that we should start enforcing some minor rules. So
Yes.
the only minor rule that I'm going to start enforcing is ammo.
Oh.
For
I
right now.
always kept track of that anyway, so
Groovy.
that's fine
Yeah,
with
me
me.
too. I'm not go hoarder. I'm like, everyone carry a quiver for me, goddammit. Like,
Mine!
start losing it. That's
Alright.
so funny.
So, Sark, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to use my cantrip again, and I'm going to target this one and this one. I'm going to roll it again so you can see the spell, but I'm going to manually roll the die. I can fix this, but mostly I wanted you to read again the part where I can target 2 people, and I believe they both have to save.
I thought it's if they're damaged.
Let me see. When you cast blah blah blah, that normally targets only one creature, that spell can instead target 2 creatures. So that means if you target them, then they
Oh,
still
no.
have
Okay.
to...
Different spell. No, there's another one, where...
Oh, okay.
Alright, so let's do our wisdom saves. What's your DC?
That's from 12. God damn it. Next one. God damn it.
That's a smart fucking kobold, because he's got a -2 to wisdom.
Sark is just like, what the fuck?
The kobold kind of cocks his head and goes, gives you the finger.
Alright, that's my turn.
This is gonna sound dumb.
Rumble.
Is Toll the Dead a cantrip?
It is.
Okay. That's from one of the new editions, right? 'Cause I
Yep,
can't
5th edition.
Yeah,
What,
well, no,
you want some of that shit?
I can get it.
It's from one of the other books
Yeah, it's from one of the books.
besides the Player's Handbook.
I was like, that's for sure. Ooh, this beer is fucking pink. What the fuck?
That's
Ooh,
dope.
like grapefruit?
It's blueberry blonde.
Is it supposed to be that color?
Do I want some booze? You guys always think when I drink, socially.
Of course. Cultist is going to come up and try and smack Sark with his scimitar. What's your AC?
17.
Whiffs completely. Actually, as a matter of fact, he swings his scimitar as you raise your shield and it clangs off.
Rah! She just like yells incoherent words.
Ah, how dare you. Oh,
That's a Merkel.
it's just the Zoidberg.
That's
Oh,
Three Stooges.
New character, Triton Cleric. God, hold on. I could do the Triton
Triton cleric with a
Triton Cleric,
with
Life Cleric.
with a
Triton Life Cleric,
mumbly.
but like misguided, super low int or wisdom.
Nice.
Super low wisdom.
Super low
Yeah.
wisdom, and with like a really bad mumbly
Shitty charisma.
New York Jewish
Yeah.
accent.
And really bad charisma.
Why not
Oh
white
my
bird?
God. That's hilarious.
Come here. Let me show you my flesh appendage.
So he's going to swing at Brunhilde.
Try
And-
me.
Like he kind of like misjudges his swing. You bring your axe up and glances off.
I like how Brunhilde Bronside has already become Braunhilde.
BRAWN.
Yeah,
Braun.
Braunhilde.
Braun. Bruni, Hilda, Brun.
And these two are just going to move up.
Double
Rado,
B.
your turn, sir.
Man, I have
This
shit.
is my-
Okay, I'm going to. Can I move up to? Let's see. Gonna move up to there. Vicious mockery on the guy that is engaged with Sark. 1. Would thou would burst.
Damn it! You're rolling like a motherfucker today, Mike.
He looks at you and just goes, "Your mother," and spits on the ground.
I will take cover behind this building, and then my turn.
Was rather
Okay,
rude,
no.
don't you think?
Yes, do.
Younger guard is
I've
up.
been rude enough to make people's head explode. Literally in the last combat that happened.
Yeah, that is true. That was a thing.
I'd be terrified of you.
I am going to try to command Smile to fly up to the guard that's closest, or what is this? Not a guard. What the hell is he?
Cultist.
Cultist that's closest. So I'm not sure if it's this guy or this guy. So this guy's closer.
Yeah,
Um.
this guy's closer.
So what I'd like for him to do is just like do a dive bomb, attacking, but just like fly out half his movement speed, use the winter tune, and then come back to me to try and distract him.
All right, click it. All right. No. So hang on. What does this do? 15 foot. Become charmed. He kind of stops. As the bird kind of like dives in, sings, and he kind of looks up, smiles. What a pretty birdie. Like holds his finger out and he lands and just kind of like chirps at him and flies away.
I'm gonna tell the other bird to do the same thing with a noisy tune. Action, and if anybody gets close enough, I'll whack it with my quarterstaff.
Which one?
So, the one to the left of him would
This
be
guy?
this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Nice.
Good job. Now, what are you doing?
I'm holding my action. If anybody gets within range, within a 5 foot, I'll attack him with my shillelagh.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Brunhilde, you're up.
Sweet. Once again, going for actually, I just wanna see, take one step in between the man and said cultist and give him the old whack-a-mole.
That definitely hits.
Yup.
Jesus, Joseph and Mary. Yeah, he dead.
Yeah, no, we've made so far Brunhilde's made a tactic of taking about 2 steps in a direction and ending someone's life with 1 blow.
Yeah,
So,
that pretty much works.
I am improving of this tactic. It's going well for us.
I don't move very fast, but when I get there, so if we could find maybe like a pony or something where I can ride.
We need to get you like a hoverboard or something.
Maybe I can
Of carpet of flying, maybe?
I don't know if
The size of just a little, just
Yeah,
a,
Need wooden stilts.
a little circular carpet of flying for you to hover
We
around.
could get maybe an extra, because right now maybe we can move a little bit faster, and it would maybe not take 5 turns to deal death to one thing. So
You keep doing what you do best, Rudin.
let's find a druid man. Can I ride your deer at some point? I feel like that might be a thing.
That would be
There's
dope.
a spell I
Get
could
one.
learn to make
I'll
you
be
move
sure
Turn
to
faster.
get
into
one.
one, silly pants.
That would be dope AF. All right, so Kobold's turn. The Kobolds, you're actually going to see 4 Kobolds fan out,
Oh lord.
and they're all going to take sling attacks, 1 on each of you. So the first one's going to sling at Sark as the bullet whizzes past her head. The next one is going to swing at Younger. What's your AC?
16.
That bullet also swings past your head.
We all have suspiciously high AC except for Rad.
Brunhilde, I'm guessing a 10 does not hit you.
Negative Ghost Rider.
All right, we can't see red of. No, that's out of range. And another one at Sark. 17 hit.
Oh, it hits.
Uh,
4. Ouch.
so yeah, you catch a rock to the back of the head, just thwack,
God
and you kind
damn
of
it.
stumble a little bit. And it's your turn.
I'm gonna take
Here's
it out
your
the guy
go,
in front
Gabby.
of me.
Here's your good boy.
Gonna take it out.
I love it. Gubby's like, stop it, stop it, Gubby, stop.
He's
Good
so
boy.
happy.
He's so happy that like he's wagging his tail and it's hitting my lamp and causing it to strobe.
Okay, I'm gonna do something a little bit different this time. I'm going to. No, guys have the shittiest wisdom. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna step over here and I'm going to toll the dead. These 2 kobolds in the back.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm gonna roll the damage. Well, I guess that one hasn't. None
DC
of them
12,
have taken
right.
damage, so 1d8. Oh, okay.
Nice.
If they-
DC 12 wisdom save, right? Or
If they don't make, wisdom save. I fixed it on my sheet.
Fail
I'm not
one?
gonna kill myself.
all right. So the first guy saves. The second guy, like, you hear like bong, and he just falls over dead.
Oh shit, 6 necrotic damage for the first one.
As the body just kind of starts decomposing.
And that is my turn.
All right. It's now the cultist's turn. He's going to go ahead and swing his scimitar at you. Once again, you just kind of bring your shield up and it clangs off. These other 2 guys are how far away? Still can't get to yous. So that is their turn. Rado, you're up, sir.
Okay.
Take it away, Redo.
Basically, I'm going to move in and out of cover long enough to see this guy and target him with another vicious mockery.
Okay, cool. You're like,
1 damage! So good!
you jump out, talk shit, and hop back.
Lemon heads, nachos, my dad's boat will never go down because my dick can float. I said I would use it, and I did.
He looks
They're
at
just
you.
They're a little confused. I think the battlefield pauses.
Yeah, like he looks at you, kind of cocks his head, and goes, "We all float down here."
Give me a break. I'm trying new things.
I dig it. All right,
I say that in battle.
awesome, even better. Younger, you're up, sir.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, where I send the birds out to fly, sing, and come back, and then hold my action
All right,
in case they come within melee range.
all right, go for it.
So noisy tune with the bluebird on the kobold over here.
All right.
Why am I not? Thing. This guy.
Dude, my rolls are fucking on point tonight.
Then on the guy to the far right, winter tune. Jesus.
Ho, 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 ho. Hanbiko cheese. Ho, 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 ho.
-1 charisma, huh?
Yeah. It's a kobold.
Oh, that's a kobold. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, he's rolling.
Brunhilde.
I kind of nod, but the kobolds go, huh, I didn't see that one coming.
Hold on. Younger, which one was the one that the birds messed up on?
Both of them.
Can you point? Was it, are these two over here?
Yeah. This one here and this one here.
Yeah, so from like left and right, the far ends, the bookends.
Russ, can I get to the Mr. DM? Can I get to the one on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everything's just awkwardly far enough away. I'm gonna go. All right, you swole motherfucker, I'm coming for your kneecaps.
Actually, he's about your height.
Yeah, I'm still coming for your kneecaps. It doesn't change.
Dope.
Oh no!
I feel that because you called out the fact that you were coming for his kneecaps, he looks at you, kind of like cocks his head and jumps up and like, just like you whiff it, just whew, as he hops and lands back
Wait,
down.
it's a nat 1. I still have the bardic inspiration, but that doesn't change anything. Well, oh well.
Oh my god.
So I have nothing against that. Alright, yep, that's just me, and I say, yeah, we're back. Either one shot or one whiff. Very consistent character.
Kobold 1 just kind of looks at you in common. It goes, thanks for the heads up, as it stabs you with its dagger. And misses horribly.
Yeah.
The other one's going to run up and kind of bum rush you and do the same. 16 hit.
Yes.
All right, it, like takes its dagger and like just like right down into your collarbone.
Yep, that'll do it. That doesn't feel real good.
I imagine
I'm
not.
chilling.
You
Nah,
take
I'm
five points of piercing damage.
Solid 5 points.
This kobold is going to fire his sling at Sark as a bullet whizzes right past her head and misses horribly. And we are back to the top of the order. Sark, you're up.
I got another
So I
insult
am.
potential coming your way for approval.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna hit him with my warhammer, one-handed.
Okay. If you really
Nine,
want me
I'm
to,
gonna
I'll
add
add that one to the list.
I'm gonna add my inspiration.
Breaking the
to that.
fourth wall. Much?
A little bit.
Oh shit, 10 to hit, which doesn't, I guess.
It does not.
I whiff again, frustratingly, and that is my turn. Doing terrible.
Can these guys enter combat yet?
No.
No. They're getting close.
She said to Brunhilde.
They push past the kobolds a little bit. This guy's going to go ahead. That guy's going to go ahead and take his scimitar attack. 14 hit.
For me?
Yes.
No.
All right. Yeah, just kind of slashes the scimitar. You kind of block with your sword or your warhammer. Kind of bring it up.
Just roar like a dinosaur.
Radovan, you're up, sir.
Same thing as last time. Move in and out.
That's what she said.
Har har har. On him.
Your insult?
Ending, I guess. Yeah, he said.
Yeah. I just spit at him and it doesn't even get anywhere.
He like looks and just like hawks a big green loogie and spits back at you, but it misses a little bit.
I cannot believe Mike's rolls right now.
Wait, we need to work on your flow. Just a little bit. The cadence is a little off. It's fine.
Younger, you're up,
I
sir.
think I need to take a warlock level earlier than planned and take Eldritch Blast.
Oh, no.
I would love the concept of you make fun of him, it doesn't work, and then you just immediately eviscerate him with unholy energy.
It's like, oh, my insults aren't working. I need to seek power from the great old one.
Yeah.
Just- But
I will
I'll,
say-
I'll allow you to do Eldritch Blast, but only if you say it with a Texan accent. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
There we go.
Eldritch Blast.
It's
That
just
was
my
really good.
it's just my Eldritch Blast,
This
and
one?
it's just a shotgun.
All right.
There's 2 kobolds left. Hug.
All right. Hang on. Wisdom save. Ooh. Yeah. He's like, huh?
And then smile.
charisma.
On the right.
Alright, so hang on. This one is distracted. I'll just remember that one. This one, however, is charmed, technically.
And then same thing. I'm gonna hold my spot. And if somebody gets within melee range, I'll whack him with the shillelagh.
Cruz, what on earth
Really?
what did you take that gave you Cardinals and Blue I must have completely missed that.
So I have this thing. Hold on.
No, I mean we could do it after combat. I'm just curious. It was just
Yeah, basically he has like a couple...
gotcha. Oh, it's Furbolg stuff.
Yeah.
He's got little bird friends.
And a druid, it makes sense because they keep some stuff.
Yeah, he's got like
Stuff.
one little hit point birds.
God, yeah, they have 1 hit
Yeah.
point and AC of 11 and 10.
Honestly, not too bad.
Jade, did you go circle or land? Or moon
I
or
haven't. I
land?
can't pick one
He
yet.
hasn't
I'm
decided
level
yet.
1.
Oh, okay. Right. that's true.
Brunhilde, you're up.
I'm gonna hit the one that's charmed. Say eyes on the prize, lad.
16 hits, roll that damage.
Woo!
Yeah, eyes on the prize as you like literally bisect his head.
Yeah,
Just
and I look at the next one, and as a free action, I just want to point. I was like, coming for you. Same spot.
roll. Do me a favor, roll intimidation with advantage because he just saw you.
Thank God you said that. Thank you.
Yeah, so a nat
Nice.
20 will make him actually backpedal 5 feet because he literally just watched you like split his buddy's head in half. So he's actually going to backpedal. And if he could take double disadvantage, he would because he is scared
Frightened.
of you. Yes, he
Sad
is
boy.
effectively
So he
frightened.
just has disadvantage on everything as long as he can see Brunhilde.
Right.
It's also
Nice.
a kobold, so
Go ahead and give me, just for flavor and fun, everybody give me a group perception check.
Sorry, ignore me.
does he pee himself?
He did pee himself.
He peed himself.
You
Of
smell
course, I
like,
roll well on that perception check.
you smell the acrid scent of urine as a puddle is kind of pooling where he was standing. And he is going to actually fuck off because he's scared. This kobold is going to go ahead and run up.
It's actually
Jane,
rolling right now.
He isn't going to run anywhere.
Is it rolling weird?
He's going to go ahead and fire a sling at Chicky Poo over here for 6 damage. As you take a rock to the chest, just
Oh god.
Oh
That
no!
really hurt. I fall to my knee.
Oh God! That's a tough rock. Yeah. It's just,
That's some max damage shit right there.
Everyone forgets that sometimes a sling can hurt.
yeah, really bad. Sark, you are up.
God, what am I doing? That really hurt. Whatever, I'm a fighter, I'm gonna go down swinging. I'm gonna toll the dead again on these two right in front of me. I'm rolling right now though. DC 12. Wisdom save. They've gotta fail at some point, right? I mean, shit, yes. Fuck. Alright,
So the one in front of you does take 4 damage.
correct.
As like you see his arm, his off arm start to wither and like kind of shrink up as he takes that sweet necrotic damage, and the other one just kind of cocks his head and looks at his buddy, like a little horrified, but he's seen some shit.
I have 1 hit point, but I'm too proud to not stand my ground, so I continue to hold my shield up.
All right. guy's coming on Braunhilde. And misses horribly.
Yeah. Goddamn straight he does.
This guy's actually going to double his movement and just rush angrily with his sword drawn at the furbolg that's just standing in the back.
Okay.
Doing something. He's not going to be able to hit you this round because he's rushing. But you will get your held action. So go ahead and
So-
swing.
Okay. So that is going to be the shillelagh,
Mm-hmm.
and then it makes my thing into a 1d8. I'm just clicking on the D.
Yes. Crit.
Roll damage. So he comes running up, and you just take your staff and just whack, nail him right in the head, and he just crumbles, just down.
Yes. Oh dear. That's.
So sorry about
I'm
that.
up for you.
My apologies. Maybe next time you should just surrender like ACJ. Oh, that was the other group of guys.
This cultist.
You should
see-
surrender, guys.
Okay,
you should surrender.
I'm gonna back him up. You should probably surrender.
roll persuasion.
I'll let Mr. Forbrell do that.
Yeah, they just spit on the ground and look at you.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you.
Have it your way.
I'm gonna ask you again after I kill the next one of you.
This guy is going to go ahead and swing at Sark
Misses.
as like his scimitar just clangs off her shield as she can barely stand up, like she's on one knee. Just boom. Rado, you're up, buddy.
I'm gonna come out here and do they look like they still might be persuadable or perhaps gullible?
But my hair's doing some weird shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I mean they've taken some pretty heavy losses, so like depends on what you're gonna
yell
try
out
and
to
do.
them in like a booming, commanding voice. The tides of war turn against you. You may not realize it, but you are surrounded by foes, and they close in by the moment. Do the smart thing and flee now while you still have your life.
Uh,
Yeah, what he said.
And I can roll deception or persuasion.
go with persuasion.
I'll take the 22.
So yeah, they look at each other, realize that all of their comrades have fallen. They're gonna try and fuck off, but because specifically this guy and this guy are in melee range, Sark and Braunhilde will both get attacks of opportunity.
Yes. 15 to hit
That does hit,
for 6 bludgeoning.
and caves in the back of his head as he runs.
I do more work screaming.
Braunhilde, you're up.
I'm gonna let him get a 10-foot head start, and then I'm gonna hit him with a hand axe.
Like just huck it at him.
Yeah, I'm gonna huck the hand axe at him.
Yeah, go
if
for
that
it.
doesn't hit, I got that bardic inspiration. If that's not gonna hit,
Cool.
I'm gonna roll it anyways because I don't know if that works. So, 17.
Yeah. So that totally hits him. Roll damage.
Just a 4. I just wanted to be a dick.
Like just.
I kind of look around at the carnage that's just befalling, and I go, "You guys, I had them. Not that I'm not into the bloodthirst, but I had them on the run."
Like the axe just catches him right in the back of the head, and he just sprawls
job,
out.
Rado.
Like, you ever see somebody just like trip and eat shit and like just
Yeah.
slide a little bit?
He did a pratfall, but it was not on purpose.
Right.
I'm gonna immediately walk over and fetch my axe. I'll be like, honestly, I didn't expect to actually kill him with that. Sorry, I realize it took a bit away from your plum. That's
No, it's fine.
No. I mean, you have
It's
a good
good
point.
that
though.
none of them escaped in the end.
Well, I spooked off the little lizard bitch.
I want to search them on the off chance that one of them might have a hand crossbow.
And start looting the corpses near her.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Someone else seriously has to investigate.
No, none of them have hand crossbows, but they do have a couple slings on the kobolds.
I'll take a sling.
All right. Give me a D6. I'm sorry, D8.
I have 2 bullets.
Yep, you have 2 bullets. I'm sorry, Mr. Cruz?
You check the cultists?
The people.
Did we check the cultists? Not the kobolds, but the cultists.
The cultists just have have scimitars. If Sark, roll a D6 and a D4.
I'd like to grab one of those scimitars.
Go ahead. You got one. It's just your plain old scimitar. It does 1d6 plus 1 slashing damage. Or, yeah, 1d6 plus 1 slashing. So, Sark, you find 1 gold and 2 copper amongst all the bodies.
We need to buy some healing potions. This is
All right,
ridiculous.
Brunhilde, you wanted to talk to Linen real quick as you guys are running?
Yeah, I guess, kind of just wanted to. I just wanted to check on her. If so, she's cool. Then that's all I wanted to do.
Oh, yeah,
She was coach.
she's kind of breathing heavy, but she's like, we're almost there. We're almost there. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry, just making sure. Okay, all right, carry on.
Do you
Not
have
much.
a healing potion?
My green screen friend wants to know if you have a healing potion. Though she is technically a cleric, so I don't know why she's asking.
I'm tired.
You can't lay on hands to yourself?
I'm a cleric.
Oh, you're a cleric.
Yeah, that's a
Womp
paladin.
womp. That's a paladin.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm out of my spells.
Yeah, unfortunately, she looks
Oh.
at you and goes, honestly, while I appreciate the fact that you've saved me, if I had a healing potion, I would have used it on my husband. No offense.
Okay. All right, awkward enough. All right. Anyways,
How long? Maybe I could keep. Maybe I can stabilize him.
I just kind of like look at Sark and just be like, am I? This is a little too long. I think we should just kind of.
Okay.
Let's just get the lady moving. Why don't you think?
All right.
All right, so you guys haul ass. You see battles all around you as the guards start to, like, kind of clear a little path for you as you guys run in. They kind of look at Sark a little questioning, her being a half-orc and all, but Linen's right with them. And
I
she's
can
like,
try
they're
smooth
okay, they're
talking them
okay.
if any of them have a problem.
Nope, they let you right in.
The fur bog, but no, I have a question with the orc.
You know, they're racist as fuck. What can I say?
Just muttering in character.
I know.
Bullshit.
Oh, so wait, they have a problem with the fur bug?
No, they
no,
don't.
they don't have a problem. Just with the orky boy, orky girl,
Orky girl.
orky girl.
No, I'm back. I just wanted to reset my connection because everyone's like clipping out.
Okay.
Oh, da-da. Cool.
Go.
Okay, let's go then. I stand tall. I'm totally faking it, but I'm moving.
Hang on. I lost the map. There it is. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to drag you guys into the keep
Cool.
as you successfully make it.
Oh crap! I could have had an extra attack on my stuff. Gotta pay attention.
Mm.
Maybe I can set it up.
Oh yeah, for the half orc critical thing, just increase the damage die for your crit in your macros from like 1d12 to 2d12 or whatever.
Macros, but I can do.
Well, whenever you roll a crit, you just remember to roll an extra die.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I can't remember what I had for lunch.
Nice.
Cool.
So, you guys make it to the keep. As you make it into the keep, you're greeted by some guards and the captain of the guard looks at you, kind of questioning, and the governor walks up. Greetings. I am Governor Nighthill. As you can see, we're kind of in a dire situation. Is there anyone? Can we count on your aid? I see you've already saved a couple members of my town, and I'm very grateful.
We'll do the best we can, but we have been fighting to get here, and we could probably use a rest ourselves. So we'll do what we can.
Of course. As a matter of
As best
fact,
we can.
give me one moment. Brother Ataxis, someone fetch him. And a cleric comes out, kind of an elderly gentleman on a cane. Yes, Governor. What can I do
Click
for
that
you?
mistake. Ignore that. Ignore that.
It's all good. I just figure you guys are dicking around trying to fix your rolls in the meantime.
Yeah, I would assume with roll 20 being the way it is, most of our shit. Don't eat my mic. Most of the shit we do is probably trying to fix rolls.
So he comes out. Yes, Governor. What can I do? The governor looks and goes. We have some champions that need some assistance. Is there anything you can do? He looks at Sark and kind of cocks his head a little bit and goes, I see you're in need of aid, young one. And he puts his hand on you and kind of chants quietly as a warm energy comes about you. Go ahead and roll me a d6 plus 2.
Oh yeah, baby. 6.
And you get back 6 hit points.
Brunhilde kind of coughs.
Younger looks over and goes, do you have a bit of a cough? Because I'm pretty sure I can talk to some bees and get some honey. That would really help with the throat.
Yeah, if I get some bees,
Just some pee.
if I could get some bees with a stab wound in my neck, that would be great.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it. He walks over and goes, of course, little one, and puts his hand on you. Go ahead and roll a d6 plus 2.
Yay! I'm a little bit healthier.
I got my birds on my arm and I'm kind of like petting them. You guys did such a good job out there. I'm
All
really
right. Let's go ahead and take a potty break.
Okay.
You're fine.
Because I need to get something to drink.
Go forth,
I want
dog.
a snack. I'm
I
hungry.
have to
Yeah, and a
pee, and
snack.
I'm hungry, and I'm tired. Fix all of those things for me, somebody.
Absolutely.
5-minute break or 2-minute break?
5-minute break.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Bye.
Actually, go make a nice mixed drink. Come on, puppy.
Have my camera. Guess that's good.
I am here.
I'm back by totally eating food.
You're chilling.
Groovy. So that's Jane, Mike, Otter. Cruz,
Yeah.
you back?
Doesn't look like it.
Hmm.
Puppy, what are you doing? Either hop on, hop down, or go to the pen. What do you want? Crazy dog.
Yeah, like seriously. Oh yeah, that's what I do. Like I fry up the taco meat and oh yeah, gotta fry up the taco meat. Wait, did I possibly actually meet Jane at the wedding and not realize it? Oh, sweet. Bummer. All right, let's get back into things.
Question.
What's up?
Just making sure everybody's still level 1, right?
That is correct.
Just making sure I didn't miss anything last week. I just thought about that as I'm staring at my character sheet.
Everybody
You're
is
still
level
turned
one.
into something yet, though. You can't turn
I
into
can't.
that.
I can't
Level
turn into
1?
anything at level 1.
Nope.
What? Where?
I mean level 2.
Yeah, everybody kind of sucks at level one.
Not for me, I'm a badass.
To level 3, really.
Shut up,
Shut up in your face. So,
I'm running out of backup characters, guys. That's how much games we're playing right now.
so
Seriously though, quick, Anna, I'm gonna stop interrupting you. Seriously gonna make the naked wizard happen. Who's gonna multi-class with the barbarian and use the unarmed defense. Super high dex, super high intelligence. Everything else will suck.
Muscle Wizard casts Fist.
Muscle wizard is gonna happen at some point.
Uh,
I love it.
Somebody wants something to eat.
Remy.
I think when we level, assuming I live that long, I'm actually going to go a couple levels in Warlock right away, just to get Eldritch Blast and Invocations,
Level more.
and then I'll level up Bard some more. I'm definitely going to multi-class Bard lock into this campaign. It's going to be good.
Yeah, awesome. I love Warlock so
And
much.
when we level up, I'm gonna have to ask Jane which druid circle I should choose because this is my first time playing druid and I am lost.
Okay, I can tell you all about it.
Dig it.
There's some really good ones.
Yeah. It's do you want to be an animal all the time? Do you want to be an animal some of the time? Or do you like the idea of having some animals, but really you're just a wizard. You're just a nature themed wizard.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
then
much.
there's the one with the unicorn.
well, the natured themed wizard is pretty powerful.
That was a
It's
good
like you get
description.
recovery on a short rest once per day. Well,
Yeah.
once per long rest, so.
I just very clearly remember like the rest of them. It's like oh you turn into a bear. Oh you have a theme based around where your creature's from. Oh you do you have animal companions. Oh and then there's one where you have a unicorn and it heals everyone forever and you're just kind of like okay really that's that one all
I
right.
think that module was made for druids, actually.
Yeah.
What
I haven't
module?
looked it up because I could be surprised, but it was a lot of druid heavy stuff in there. Plus, like, hogging all the critical thinking.
Nice. All right. So, let's jump back into this.
Already.
Governor Nighthill approaches you now that you've healed and goes, "Well, we're surrounded on all sides by the cult of the dragon. Most of the civilians are in the keep, but there's a few stragglers remaining. We're trying to right now clear out there's an old tunnel that leads outside of the city. However, it's been unused because, well, quite frankly, nobody ever attacks the town. Um,
Do you need help clearing this town at all? I have to say it's in my wheelhouse. Mountain dwarf,
well, actually, it's been used for storage for quite some time. But we do need it cleared out because our thought is that we're going to use it to kind of clear out some of the civilians into a neighboring town. However, some of our scouts have seen some enemy combatants approaching, so I can't just send anyone down there. I would really appreciate it if you could go down and take a look and maybe clear it out.
But just to confirm, you want us to clear out courthouse.
We shall go to this tunnel and ensure it is safe.
All right, you guys head down to the tunnel. Um, first thing you come across is the actual cellar door. Has like just like crates all in front of it. Like this thing is really really disused. If everybody gives me a group strength check, you guys should be able to clear it out in about half an hour.
That's a strength save.
It'll work.
I have a grand total of 0 with my nat 1.
That's dope.
Nice.
I am not a strong dude at all.
You actually get it. That's amazing.
I'm a storyteller, okay?
So what?
When you called me the skinny guy earlier, you were not wrong.
So
I just love. I
I-
love this.
I feel like what happens is Younger and Brunhilde like start clearing boxes, and Radovan just kind of kicks back and like, what's your?
Well, no, I pick up a box and then I go,
Yeah.
oh, my back. My strength is 8, by the way.
Oh, he really is the skinny guy.
I like just and I think Brunhilde is immediately like, oh God, oh man, did you actually hurt yourself? Like,
No,
no,
I
this,
didn't actually
okay,
hurt myself. I'm
oh
just
God, I was,
covering up the fact that I'm a complete weakling and I'm
no,
embarrassed.
your words are so eloquent, and I could take, I could, I am,
That's what I rely on, as you can
it's,
see.
yes,
You know.
as you, I want you to know the ex-performer in me appreciates that. It's, you
Well, thank you.
have a talent with words.
Stormtrooper?
No, I was a gladiator, but I did wear less clothing then than I did now.
I want you to know that the words that I compose about you will live on long after your bones have turned to dust.
That could be anywhere from about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on where this dragon is. So I'm gonna
And
move.
then I grin.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, go ahead and give me a perception check, everybody.
With a DC of 1, because there's a dragon outside. Do you hear a dragon? Yes.
Yes, you hear a dragon. You hear that. As like she strafes the town folk.
Oh shit.
Uh, can I turn to the man who healed me? Go. So I don't mean to pry. Why is there a dragon at your town in the middle of fucking nowhere?
He looks up and goes, "Well, I honestly have no idea."
Great, we're on the same page then. I'm just gonna go back to the boxes.
Yeah, you guys clear the boxes out, and you notice that it's locked. However, they do produce a key. It's a little stiff. Opens up pretty well. And I'm going to drop you in the next map.
Alright, boys, he's gonna clear out the storehouse, and that's what I aim to do.
I immediately turn and go, what? Hold on. What the fuck have you been storing down here? I need to make my dwarf voice a little gruffer. What?
I almost choked on my sandwich. That's why my voice is so rough right now.
But I need that roughness. I need
What
that,
happened to Rad's token?
It is now a person.
I'll fix it.
Alright.
Okay, you really don't want to try to do a fire share status check.
I can't upload a new token because I'm at my max for Roll20, so I just have to put it. I have it saved on a Tumblr post basically, and I have to link the image to it every time we move to a new map.
Oh, well, I can add it for you.
Sure, that would be helpful.
Yeah, go ahead and throw it in Discord real quick.
That's hilarious. I didn't know you had a max.
I didn't
Yeah,
either.
you can get more, but you have to like pay for an account, and I don't really want to do that.
Oh.
I pay for an account.
Yeah, so do I.
We're supporting the nerds. Support nerds.
Alright, so you guys go in.
I put it in the Tyranny of Dragons notes channel.
Then we have to make one for David. I like it. Looks really nice. Rather attractive elf.
Half elf, but thank you. Between you and me, we have a complete human between us.
Yeah. Oh my god, we don't.
No, I think are elves and orcs like ancestral enemies, aren't they? Like orcs go after elves above all other races or something. I kind of
Usually.
like that we're like transcending old racial divides by being friends.
I have a feeling we're besties. You know how like you always
Yeah.
mostly because you can hide behind me.
Yep. And talk about how awesome you are as you're being awesome while I stand back and I'm psychically considerably less awesome, but still occasionally numerically awesome.
Good, I got some more out of my bio. Besties with Rada.
Besties.
BFSDs.
Sarkis is. We're all here on a journey, but Sarkis on a journey to make friends.
Only those who save me. That's all.
Literally everyone so far.
Awesome. All right. There. Now you're saved. All right.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
No, you are handsome. That's not
So-
my accent. I'm sorry. I had to write that.
I was like, what? Nobody
do you
cares about
think?
character voices. Make.
I'm sorry.
I've changed Brunhilde's like 19 times, so I don't even know what I'm doing.
You'll find one. You will
I
find
know.
one.
You'll find one eventually.
I think that I just need
Do like a
Great.
Southern Belle. Oh yeah.
a southern, but it's a dwarf, so inherently.
Come on, y'all. Come on down to the thing and fix yourself a sandwich.
To the Yeehaw Game Ranch.
Oh my god, I love the Yeehaw Game Ranch.
Can I just? Yes.
Except for that one that took an unexpectedly gory twist. That was upsetting.
I'm gonna do the fucking what is it? Oh god, it's like an I just been playing Borderlands 3. It's like an Ellie from Borderlands vibe. It's just like, come on, yo, like.
So I gotta tell you that
Get your ass down.
my-
fuck around, gang.
my favorite part of Yeehaw Game Ranch is actually the insults that they come up with.
They're so funny.
With my favorite being the.
They've got to have a really clever writer doing those.
I think they just kind of make them up, because it's always a different person doing the voices of the critters. It's always like Marisha or
Yeah.
The
you can
frog
sometimes
one.
Recognize whose voice it is.
right, like the frog was Danny. So I think they like my favorite's still like the abandoned Olsen twin.
I like Crowbar Mouth. That one was pretty recent.
That was pretty good. Oh, it's the chosen one. Well, if he's the chosen one, what am I? A liability.
Liability.
Got the knife.
All right. So you guys get into the tunnel.
Oh my god, this place looks unpleasant.
It's amazing.
Oh, something went on in here, and it was gory.
So, like, yeah. So basically, immediately you're greeted by 3 swarms of rats.
Oh, goddamn rats.
They do look hungry.
I looked at Brunhilde to see what accent she's using.
We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative again.
How are you today, Bruna? She's still trying to find her inner self.
I need her to roll super low so I have more time. Fuck.
Oh wait, we should roll like, what am I doing? I'm just laughing.
Radavan with a 23, slapping out the gate.
Damn.
One of them rats is about to get mocked to death. I'll have you know.
I'm sure they're just gonna roll 12s and higher on their wisdom saving throws.
They're
I
gonna,
bet they've got a +1 because they're smart rats.
all these rats have +5 to wisdom.
Wow, yeah, naturally.
And just to make things interesting, I rolled individually for the rats.
Russ, did the music come with the module, or did you find the site on your own time?
I did find it on my own time. I
Yeah,
used.
ever since they changed the music upload thing, I was like, fuck, I gotta get all these.
So what I did was there's actually a I forget the guy's name. It's
Kevin McLeod.
Kevin. Yeah, it's Kevin McLeod, but he's got a website of royalty free music. I'll post it in the chat later. It's pretty dope.
That's called music for videos and stuff. I want to see it.
Oh yeah, like it's pretty good.
Maybe next time I can use it.
Yeah,
Is it in Comtech?
that's it. Like, so if it's not like a game music, it's probably something that I got from Income Tech. But in the meantime, Radovan, you are up, sir.
I will target the nearest swarm with vicious mockery.
Hang on, let me see something real quick.
listen to the animal fear inside you disperse. Neither cantrip is prestidigitation, by the way, so not very useful in combat.
Yeah, a couple of the rats in the swarm just like die, but they're still, yeah, they just beef it. But they're still,
That's my turn.
living rats.
Max roll right
All
there.
right, Braun Hilda, you're up.
I can get to right here. Get to right here. And then I'm going to patiently wait for one of the rats to come in striking range.
Cool beans.
Yep. And if one comes at me, I'm gonna hit it.
Well, you're about to hit it.
I'm gonna hit it.
All right, you hit it because it's coming within striking range.
I hit it. I don't hit it.
You don't. Sorry.
It turns out that I should have hit it with the flat part instead of the pointy part.
Sark just laughs like a fellow.
And they
Yeah,
try
I
and
think when
bite you.
yeah, then they hit me too, and I could take 8 points of damage, and I'm very upset because that's like a lot of my health.
Like a bunch of rats just like swarm
Like
you
a
and like
lot.
start biting you.
Yeah, I just follow. I'm just like, hey, fuck you, green lady. You think it's funny? Get out of here and help me out.
Oh no. She like stops laughing. She's like, ow.
Yeah. It turns from oh shit, and it's just screaming. Just not a fan of rats.
Sark, you are up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm coming. 5, 10.
Don't count. Yeah, don't count the squares. Don't count the squares. Actually, just use the ruler.
Okay, sorry. Okay, we'll get there. Actually, I wanna take one step back. And I'm going to use my cantrip, a different one this time. Kinda wanna test it out a bit.
Okay.
Use Sacred Flame.
So yeah, it takes 1 point of damage.
Amazing. It kind of grumbles, and moves one more in. Get away if you have to, or I got this.
All right,
I think.
Younger, you are up.
I think at this point, I'm gonna maybe peek forward and see what happens. Let's see, I can move about. Let's see, right? I can move about that many feet. I'm maybe gonna kind of do a little sidestep over here and
Cut a little swath and lead the people on.
you know exactly where I was going. And attack that swarm of rats. Um, with must be paying attention. I was trying to look and see which one of these skull or serpents should go with next, but I'm just going to attack it with my scimitar. And scimitar, click, you son of a bitch.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage. You definitely tear up some rats. Like just like start cutting right through them. Actually, it said 2 swarms. Sorry. I had an extra swarm on there that I should not have. I apologize. Anything else?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay there and keep on attacking this thing. But yeah, that's my turn.
All right, this swarm's gonna go up. Gonna go ahead and try and bite. And they miss horribly. Like they're biting at you, but their teeth are like clinking off your armor, kind of hitting your boots, not really sinking through. Nothing's kind of hitting home. Radovan, you are up, sir.
I'm gonna move a few steps forward, and I will target this rat with vicious mockery. Rat
Get
swarm.
them off of me.
I like it. I like it.
darkness calls you to sleep. Oh, no, it doesn't. Never mind.
God damn it.
These rats are so smart.
I'm rolling like a beast, man.
Damn you.
Like, I feel
It's
bad.
hot.
Braunhilde, you're up.
I'm gonna
Whack a rat.
get my ass. I'm a whack. No. No. I'm gonna fucking throw a net at them. Get them all tangled up. Fuck these rats.
Yeah, the net hits.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take a. Then I can't. I don't. I'm assuming. Can I? Shit, man. I just want to kick them.
Just give me a straight D20 roll and add your strength modifier.
I just want to kick them real hard.
Go for it.
The balls or in the shins?
I just want to kick the bag.
And the rats.
I want to kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you totally. Give me a D4. Roll a D4. Because I feel like you just boot these things so hard.
Punted.
Yeah, you just like punt it.
Fuck.
Give me another D6.
Impressive.
Roll a D6 real quick. All right, so you punt it like 4 feet back.
Fuck. I'm okay. I'm gonna get my net back. I'm gonna get my axe. I'm going to fucking cut off all of their heads. I'm gonna wear your skin around my neck, and I'm gonna throw it down the hole. Fuck rats.
Dig it. These rats are going to go ahead and attack what's in front of them, which unfortunately is Sark. So they're going to try and... 13. Nope, they still have more than half. Oh yeah, they beef that hard. Yeah, I can't even like come up with something like that's just a terrible beef for a swarm of rats. Like I think they actually, you know what? Sark, go ahead and yeah, give me a D4. Roll a D4. So yeah, like one of them kind of bites the other one, like in an attempt to bite you. Does like 1 point of damage. You are up.
I'm gonna follow up with a swing for my weapon. One-hander. Oh, sorry, I gotta change my grip. It's not a grip.
That's fine. Go ahead and roll regular damage. 10 hit or 11 just barely hits.
For 4. Bludgeoning.
Got it. You just like take your hammer and just like smash a few more rats. Younger guard, you are up, sir.
Rats, you really shouldn't be trying to attack me and my friend. I'd really rather you just disappear. Just leave here. I don't even want you to surrender. Just you see that hole over there? Just go down that hole and don't come back.
There's a dragon down there.
I'm
Would you go
using
down that hole?
I'm using that to try and tell him to like disappear.
Give me a. They're pretty hungry. Give me a DC. We'll call it 14 charisma check
Rats fire, dude.
with advantage. Not that it matters.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Woof.
A for effort, though.
It was an A for effort.
Fine, if you don't want to leave, we'll have to do this the hard way.
Woof. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, so those rats die. He just kind of reaches in, just and like cuts the heads off the rest of them.
Hurry, friends.
All right, this swarm of rats is gonna try
We're
and
being pleasant.
chew their way out of the net,
Maybe to throw rations. Maybe not.
and they do not. Radovan, you're up, sir.
I target the remaining rat swarm. Succumb!
No.
Yes.
Oh wait, yes,
Yes.
yes.
No, they made it with a
Yeah, they
No,
did.
That's my DC.
Ty goes to the attacker then.
Ty goes to the attacker.
Yeah.
Not when it's a saving throw. I'm pretty sure if they
Saving
make the
throw,
DC,
it
then
goes
they
to
save.
Let's take a second. Because I feel like this is something we should get right.
4.5 DMs. Yeah, we should probably lock down this rule for the collective games.
Just like if you hit their AC, you hit.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, so he's technically saved. It always goes towards the offender.
Well, no, because if I have a 19 AC and I get hit with a sword with a 19 roll, then it's a hit on me.
Yeah.
So this is the balance of that.
Right.
So if you roll equal or higher to a save DC or AC, the roll succeeds.
Yes. Yes.
So it would take the damage off that.
So it does.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Equal or greater goes to the attacker.
Okay, that's interesting. Different from every game I've ever played in, but I can work with this. Not a bad thing.
No,
More damage for us. It's also going to be more damage the enemy gets off on us, though.
Now I'm like concerned because I'm like I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons wrong for like 3 years now.
The best part about it is if anybody actually goes back and watches this, they're going to see me Googling it.
Yeah, everyone's like.
Yeah, so it feels like technically he's saved.
But I
All right. Here we go.
I'm okay with whatever the DM rules.
Any D20 roll has a DC. There's no such thing as a tie. If the DC is 15, then you succeed if you get a 15 or better. When attacking, your DC is equal to your enemy's armor class. When rolling a saving throw for your spell, your DC. So, yeah. If for a saving throw, if you tie it, you succeed. If you attack and tie the armor class, you succeed. Because
If
it's
you tie
that
the armor class, you hit.
right. It's basically you have to roll that number or higher. So we
Yeah.
have been doing it right.
So it's a save versus if that was a wisdom.
So my
attack
DC
roll,
is
like
13.
Right.
So he got a 13 and he saved.
Got it. That makes better sense. Thank you for taking the time
That's
for that.
how
Yeah.
I always play it.
Yeah, so you have to roll that number or higher to succeed.
Got it.
That makes sense.
All right.
And we're all on the same page.
Excellent. Moving forward.
Oh well, 2 damage
well.
lost to the ether.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead.
I hate these rats so much. I want that 2 fucking damage. I'm gonna find them.
I'm gonna
Oh well.
I'm gonna allow the 2 damage to go off just because I feel like we learned something today, and just the fact that
two
there was
educational damage.
right.
Two learning
Thank you,
damage.
beneficent DM.
Everyone roll a history check. If you don't pass, you all take 2 learning damage.
Oh, that might come back. I like that.
These rats just got schooled.
Yeah, they did. Brunhilde, you're up.
I can't take the 2 damage. I would literally die. I'm gonna. Honestly, my nets are on these rats. I kicked them. I'm gonna hit them with my axe because I'm super pissed.
All right, attack with advantage.
I'm like mad pissed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it totally
like-
hits.
I'm just mad pissed at these rats.
Come on.
If this kills them, Mr. DM, I'm not hitting him with the sharp part and hitting with the flat part. I'm just pancaking this bag of rats.
It does not kill them, but comes very close. Like
Okay, then I'm
there's
still
only
pancaking.
you see like the wriggling swarm that there was is now just like a few small movements left.
Yes, God damn fucking rats. What?
They're dead. Sark, you're up.
I'm gonna over here. I'm feeling good about Hold the Dead again, you know. I really wanted to just do something awesome. Oh god, what a shit roll. Wisdom save.
That is a shit roll.
And it only takes 1 damage if it's been hit.
Yep, it
It
takes.
doesn't take anything. God damn it!
Oh yeah, that's a beef. Womp womp.
The end of my horrible turn.
Once again, rats have. Hi, hello. Would you like to leave?
So this time your charisma save is going to be at disadvantage because they're in a net and they're basically frenzied at this point, just trying to get out. And it still doesn't work because they're frenzied and trying to get out.
Well then, I suppose I should just put you out your misery. May you go in peace.
So what I think
Not
happens,
our side tonight.
seriously, like you just like kind of swing and the wriggle kind of you actually your your scimitar finds home, but what you find to your horror is that you're actually cutting up dead bodies.
Huh.
Is the
Well, that's
mouse
unfortunate.
restrained or incapacitated?
Uh,
Well then, you're not going in peace just yet. I'm sorry I couldn't have eased your suffering by causing you more suffering temporarily.
and they still can't get out of the bag. Rado, you're up.
Just die!
I love it.
Oh my god!
That's a no.
I'm gonna rage quit this fucking game.
What the fuck?
That's it.
Braunhilde, you're up.
Ronnie, 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 can't you
Just
see?
end this, please.
Roll damage. How do you want to
Oh
do this?
yes.
Yes,
I mean, no,
finally.
I maintained it. It's just me pancaking the rats into the ground until I can remove the net without any entanglement. I'm making mush pancakes with said rat skulls.
All right. So I think what happens is
Unnaturally.
you actually take your axe and you kind of do like a golf swing and you boot them over
Yeah.
to this drain. And as you start
Stomp it down the drain. I'm done
yeah,
with that.
you're waffle stomping them down the drain.
Yeah, just
Jesus.
Jesus fucking Christ. No more rats. Ah! Right.
Maybe we should burn that nest.
No, set us clear. I mean, yes. Actually, no, fuck it. Torture. Why is there blood everywhere?
Rats, man.
You asked as you're stomping the rats.
Yeah. Well, like, hey, no, Mr. Silver. I mean, look, there's rats. I understand why there's the blood weaker, but there's a lot of blood.
This does kind of look like the aftermath of a grisly mass ritual sacrifice or something.
100%. I like what the man's putting down.
Now you mention it, that does sound a little on point there. Huh.
Or maybe this was used as a slaughterhouse. I mean, look at the drains.
No, it's
I
actually
haven't rolled
just
to look for the nest.
there's nothing. Actually, hang on. There is nothing in the nest.
Not even rat babies?
No, you killed all the rats.
Alright. Let's go.
Well then.
I forgot to actually put the crates in front of the doors. There we go.
Is this a good place to end it? How long will our games typically go? Like 2 to...
I can keep going if you guys want to keep going.
I'm good to keep going.
Yes. Yeah, please.
Okay.
That's the point of like starting these earlier, so like we're not all old and have to go to bed.
Okay,
I'd
great.
like to go until about 9, if that's possible.
What time is it now? Yeah, I'm good with that. That's actually 9 o'clock would be a good stopping point.
Alright. I'm going to, damn.
So yeah, we're supposed to be down here to like clear a path, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, take a candle, light it, and drop it in this hole?
Yes.
What it might look like?
It looks like it used to be a well. It like just kind of goes down about 20 feet and then you're as it goes out.
Water. I really don't want to go for a swim, boys.
Yeah, let's not. It's probably tainted anyway.
Well, the other door's up here. Why don't you guys go check it out? It's only like 30 feet away. You see like a bunch of piles of
Making my
crates.
way.
Making my way downtown.
Where are these crates?
Careful. Could be rigged. Oxidation
Looking
your order
for
just came on. Scroll that shit.
blocking your way.
Why are you rolling initiative?
Because the turn order button popped up.
She's gonna fight the crates.
Oh, I cleared the turns.
Fight the crates. Fight the crates. Yeah. I assume that these crates are just like blocking our way, and I just start kind of like shoving them out of the way.
Yeah, it's pretty easily done.
See better crates in a child's toy box. I mock the crates.
I make fun of the crates to make fun. Sure, there's no mimics.
Yeah, no, the crates are inanimate objects, so it does nothing.
Not to be a bother, but
As
Timothy,
expected.
if we have any sort of healing, I
Yeah, unfortunately I have nothing. So unless the
Yeah.
cleric back at the can help, I suggest we either take a short rest or pray.
I'm good with praying. I don't really feel like sitting in the rat pit anymore, so we can just keep going.
Can I use prestidigitation to clean up a 5 foot square of blood and make it clean?
Actually, I'll just give it to you. When you go to start cleaning up the one square of blood, you realize it's actually just, you know what? Give me a perception check.
It's ketchup. It's always been ketchup.
It's paint, actually. You see, like the paint's actually leaking out of one of the crates,
Oh,
like dried paint,
Oh,
okay.
but it cleans up easily.
gotcha.
I use prestidigitation and I make it look like there's a blob of animated paint floating in the air above my hand. And I go, this is an odd substance to find all over the floor.
Right in the buildings upstairs, Red.
Can we just finish pushing these crates out the way and see if we can get the townsfolk out? There is a
Can we
dragon
not
up
look
there.
inside the crates? I mean, they said clear out the storehouse.
Okay, I'm just concerned about getting folks out of here. As I like push it in your general direction. Here you go. That's for you. You get a crate.
You open it up and you find various pieces of forgotten pottery. A couple vases. One in particular looks pretty interesting. It's got some gold leaf, kind of on the like around the base of it, or I'm sorry, around the mouth of it, as well as some pretty neat pictograms on it. Looks like it kind of resembles like one of the old Greek pots.
You kept cutting out. I really didn't get much of that. I'm not sure why. My connection was really good.
Oh, so yeah, you find like you find some pottery, like broken pottery shards. There is one really nice vase with gold leaf. Kind of looks like, yeah, there's like cool little pictograms around it. Kind of resembles like, well, one of the old school Greek pots. It's probably worth about 5 gold, 5 to 10 gold.
I think at that point, because I do some quick math looking at you guys. There's six of these, and there's three of you guys. I start pushing like one crate, two crates each. You get a crate, and you get another crate, and you get a crate, and then you get another crate. And well, there's two left, so you get also two crates. Everybody gets two crates. And
All right, Oprah.
there's an entrance to get out of here. I'm assuming this is the correct way, as this 8 foot tall furbolg is just extending there like,
Everybody gets 2 crates.
so thanks.
All right.
What are we doing with these crates? Are we just moving them out the way?
We're just moving another way. Like,
I'm also going to remind you guys, I'm 8 feet tall.
Like Sark was
You're
going
better
through
at
them.
moving crates than I am because you're 8 feet tall and I have 8 strength.
Do you guys want to go through the rest of the crates, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well, I guess. See if there's anything useful in there.
All right. Sark, the second crate you go through looks to be just some more pottery. But there is a nice oil lamp in there, also probably worth about 5 gold.
Maybe if you'd rather give us 3 wishes.
That's what she said. Brunhilde, you go through, you find some. In your first crate, you find a complete set of silver cutlery,
Okay.
worth about 10 gold.
Yay!
In the second box, it's just a bunch of broken pottery.
I would like to take the broken pottery and break it more.
Absolutely.
So are we taking these things and putting them in the party loot? Like, who's carrying the pot and the lantern? I assume it's younger guard because he's beefy.
Oh, this is my cutlery. I'm not sharing it with you. If you want a fork and knife, you can borrow
You
it.
can keep the cutlery. I was
Yeah,
wondering
no,
about the pot and the lantern. I mean, if you guys think we can carry this around without it getting broken and then sell it,
Yeah.
sure.
If we don't acknowledge it, it should be fine.
Oh, well, here, is that better?
Well, it's only when you say important things that you blip out, obviously.
Fair enough. What about now?
I think it's pretty good right now.
Groovy. So, yeah. And then in Radovan's crates, there is. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You're good.
All right. In Radovan's crates, he finds some more plates, broken pottery in the first crate. And in the second crate, you find looks to be some musical instruments: a lute, a lyre, a couple of flutes, a pair of bongos with a strange inscription on them.
Cool.
Flute, the
I
roaring
will.
and the doorbell.
I have a flute and a lute already, and a drum. Actually, I'll take a set of bongos because I don't have a drum.
Okay.
I thought I did. I just have proficiency, so
Nope.
I'll take one.
Yep, you take the bongos. There is a strange inscription on them, if you want to check it out.
Sure.
I see the bongos. I'm like, oh, you're gonna play some music now, aren't you?
So on the bongos on the inside is inscribed "Property of Chetworth Braddington III."
Okay. So if we meet this guy, I'll return them to him.
Oh, something.
I'll take the other instruments too.
Something tells me you won't meet him.
Tells me this man has been dead for a long time.
Oh, these are okay. I understand. I'll just take
He's
them
in
then.
parallel universe.
Oh no, same universe, just like 40 to 50 years later.
I'm sorry, parallel dimension. Oh, really? That's cute.
Bold of you to expect that Chet lived for 50 years. That man lived.
Okay. Well,
big grave.
good point. Good point. So I'm just gonna. I don't really have any use for these other instruments unless you guys think we could sell them or something. I'll just take the drums.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're worth about 5 gold apiece.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is there? A lyre, a lute, and a flute? You said.
Yes.
A lyre, a lute, and a flute. It rhymed.
I was thinking the lute, the warrant, and the crook. Like we're playing Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego.
Ooh.
My instruments are the
Where
drum,
in
the
the
flute,
world
the flute,
is
and the
Carmen
Carmen
San Diego. No, see, some of us remember when that was a video game that you played.
Oh my god, it was for school.
Hells yeah, it was way too cool for school, but we played it anyway. So yeah, you guys clear out the doorway. Kind of stick your head up. Give me a perception check. One person, whoever decides that they're sticking their head out the door.
Don't want it to be me. I have the best roll of all today.
So right now it looks pretty clear. You see on the outside there's some bushes. Looks to be maybe a really good ambush point. It also seems to be because it's clear, a good way to get some of the villagers out.
Didn't they say the scouts spotted advancing creatures or something?
They did, but you don't see any
I
currently.
don't see anything.
Go
Okay.
ahead and say I want to do two things here.
Okay.
Because I see bushes, I
No.
And then I'm going to see if I can send one of my birds out 70 feet and see if it notices anything dangerous.
Give me a perception roll with advantage for the bird.
See which one of my birds. You're a pug, and you are smile. Please answer me. Perception. Okay. 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 And I don't have a perception check for this. I just have a.
All right, just roll with your perception.
It would be just a wisdom check for the bird.
Yeah, that's fair. Roll wisdom check for the bird with advantage. So that's going to be 14. Yeah. Right now it seems as though the coast is clear.
Okay. I sent the bird out. The bird seems to think that there's nothing out there that's dangerous. I'm also a little sad because there's well, there's no good birds out there.
I don't know if I was able to roll or not, but if I did, I
Oh.
finally got a nat 20.
You did, and the coast is in fact clear.
Okay, we're good.
Do you report this back to the other guys?
I
The
do.
governor and the folks?
Oh, I thought, okay, I misunderstood you. We should probably, like, check out the surrounding area a little bit to make sure, you think? Or should we just go back and be like, yep, it's fine?
Woo, woo.
Come back to the other. Yep, no, it's the same map. You guys kind of go back out, explain the situation to the governor. He kind of nods and goes, I thank you. Obviously, there were some mighty rats.
Indeed.
Yep. You left that part out.
They were mighty, but our friends here, as you can tell, are pretty strong and daring, and they got them. Sarek and Sarek and
Radovon.
Radu and Brunhilde, they're all killing things, and I appreciate them as being contributing members to this team. Thank each and every one of you individually. Thank you.
You're welcome, guard. And thank you for your contributions as well.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Brother Rataxis comes out and goes, oh, it seems as though you had some rough time. Hang on. And he holds his hands out. He goes, peanut butter sandwiches. No.
Is that the god that he worships?
And you get 5 hit points back, everybody.
Oh god, I'm still.
That roll on that 2d10 was amusingly low.
Right.
It's kind of funny. I have been in this exact situation where, like, the party is very injured and I'm the DM and I'm like, here's a cleric giving you healing and he's rolling 1s and 2s. Great.
Because he
So much
sucks.
healing.
So, at this point, he kind of looks and goes, oh, they seem to be holding up the fort pretty well. If you would like to take a small rest, maybe a little relaxation, we do have some ale.
I would appreciate a rest.
A long rest.
A long rest, indeed, would be good.
He looks and goes, we probably don't have the time for that, but if you might be able to
Alright,
spend an
well.
hour or two to catch your breath at least.
I would actually not gain any benefit from a short rest because I'm at full health and I don't get anything back from the short rest, so I'll hit watch if we need that.
I already have like 1 hit die, so it's like.
The only thing I would get back is my ability to go invisible. So yeah, short rest is okay with
Alright,
me.
let's take a short rest. Is everyone cool with that?
Yep.
All right, everybody roll their hit die if they're going to use them.
Of course. I don't even have that many. Like,
Alright.
So you guys rest up. And the governor comes up and goes, well, I really do appreciate everything that you've done, but I'd give anything to know what we're up against and why. For that, we're going to need some prisoners. A commander, even a low-ranking one, is best. Can I entreat upon you to go out and find us get a prisoner to interrogate?
Wait, you want us to find our commander to interrogate, or just for us to interrogate?
Find one and bring him back so we can interrogate him.
See, I know. The bringing back.
Find what? A kobold? A cultist?
Yeah, do you speak Draconic?
I do. His father Retaxus raises his hand.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose we could, but maybe perhaps we should focus on getting the rest of the townsfolk out here first. I think that's priority number one.
They've already started. Like, they've started the evacuation.
Okay, that sounds good. But guys, leader or some kind of mid-level management. I'm not entirely too sure. It's kind of like what's in the
What?
mid.
What do you have in mind for us to capture? A cultist, like a human cultist?
Yeah, like, I'll give this to you. Like, it seems like the cultists are the ones in charge of the kobolds.
That would make sense. So
Do we know which one's the leader? Does he have a taller,
we need to
pointier head
find
than the
one.
rest?
Yeah. Or has anyone seen
Like,
a cultist that seems to be giving orders to the rest of them, or something like that?
Now, pretty much every group that you've come across where they've had a couple cultists, the cultists seem to be, leading the kobolds, taking orders as they shout out where to go.
So we don't really have any
Leader
leads.
cultist.
We're just gonna have to go out and just find one.
At this moment, yes.
Okay.
are you a leader? Are you a leader?
I can be a face. I'm not sure I can be a leader.
I tell you what, give me a religion check.
Stand.
Give me a religion check. I bet that boo. Daddy's gonna feed you in a
Anyone,
minute.
or-
Yep, anybody. Cult of the Cult of the Dragon. I'll give this to you. The Cult of the Dragon. They wear different colored robes depending on their rank within the cult. So, like, purple is like a high commander, where like a blue would be like a mid-level commander, or like a captain.
Okay, this gives us an idea of what to look for.
Let's go.
Okay, I got you. So blue is mid-level, purple is higher.
Lower.
Blue high, purple low.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Blue is mid-level. So
Purple's a commander.
probably we'll see only one purple if we see any purple here at all.
You ready?
Yep.
Before you guys go, he goes, well, obviously, leaving out the front gate is completely out of the ordinary. About that time, you see a woman in purple robes, leading a group of kobolds, and it looks like she's just blasting guards away, like just fucking shit up. And he goes, you probably don't want to go after her. However, we can, you might be able to go out the tunnel and see if you can find somebody out that way while we're getting out the refugees.
Let's
I think
do
I
it.
touch my red nose and go, that's a good idea. Yep, I like good right there, right on the nose. You got it. Let's do that.
So I'm going to drop you on this blank battle-stained map, or water-stained map.
Perfect.
making it up on the fly because I forgot to do this one.
No worries, take your time. It's all good.
There we go. And you guys are back. Down here. Making my way downtown.
Man, when I used to work at Extra Drugs, that song came on like every month.
I always think of Terry Crews and White Chicks.
Oh yeah, $5.25 an hour, bitches. Weekend I'd work like 20 hours. Yeah.
And make
Got
$20.
paid 18 times 20.
20 hours and $5.
I could pay college off that way. I don't know how I did it.
All right.
Equity.
So, as you guys go ahead and give me perception checks.
Let's go. Redeeming our
Let's go,
robes.
girl.
Boom.
Hey.
You guys
You
have
guys ever play Dream Phone? This was awesome.
Adidas.
Oh well. So, you guys come across there's a couple what looks to be mercenaries that you've seen fighting with the group, like fighting with the attackers off to the distance. But surprisingly, one seems to have stopped to urinate in a bush and has his back to you. What are you gonna do?
Seems like a perfect target to capture for interrogation. How about we sneak up behind him and grab him and cover his mouth?
I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm gonna use it because I haven't used it yet.
Try charming him with a bird, maybe?
I'm gonna disguise self.
Okay.
Oh,
Like one of the leaders there.
who has seen them? Not sure.
So blue robe or purple robe? I will let you guys decide.
Purple.
I can make myself look up to 3 feet shorter than I am, so I'm not gonna go like 5 feet tall, but I'm definitely gonna go and try and mimic that female that we just saw outside.
Is your voice
Purple,
disguised though?
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay. Nice.
purple robes and everything.
Good luck. If you need me to hit
And
something.
I'm just gonna kind of roll up to him, and I'm just gonna roll up and try to convince him, be like, you there, follow me.
Huh? Oh, aren't you the captain, lady?
You're questioning me?
Just asking. Listen, you pay me. I'm just a hired hand.
I start to kind of like quiver and shake. Like, could you just please follow me? Come this way.
Roll perception or persuasion with advantage. Okay. And he starts like just, I'll be right back, guys. And they kind of wave, and he starts following you. What are you doing?
I'm so glad we discussed this beforehand.
I kind of breathe a sigh of relief because like some people when they ask like, are you the commander? It's like just follow me, just follow me.
So yeah, where are the rest of you? Before he
I
gets there.
assume we're lying in
Gonna be
wait so that
standing
we
there.
can ambush this guy and
Yeah.
cover
Alright.
him up and tie him up or something and drag him back for interrogation.
All right, give me
You have
stealth
rope,
checks.
right?
I don't know. Do you?
I do not.
I'm gonna kind of point and go.
I'm very well hidden, though.
There you go.
Actually, nobody has ever seen you retroactively.
I'm gonna kind of go. It's just that way. I think there's a place that we can ambush there.
Oh, should I get the rest of the rest of the?
Oh, I will go. I'll go. I'll take care of this. I just need you to stay over there and make sure nothing happens.
All right, Sark is hidden. Brunhilde, are you gonna hide for me?
Or not.
I think also while I'm waiting for him to like go in that
Otter, roll stealth.
Oh God, are you sure?
Yeah, you guys are hiding.
Aha!
Oh. So here's what I'm gonna do also, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm waiting for him to go in that general direction, I'm gonna start just kind of like cautiously like walking away and going towards the other guards, and I'm gonna tell one of the birds to try and like do a distracting stunt.
All right,
So I'm gonna like
go ahead and
look
roll it.
at look 180 from where we are.
Yep. Go ahead and roll it.
We got to do a DC.
Yep, hang on.
Oh, it's a 15-foot radius, so like all of them.
All of them.
I'm trying to, yeah, nice. I'm trying to get to look 180 in the opposite way. Just don't you don't see this. Just look away.
If you see me walking by with a teardrop in my eye, look away, baby, look away. He looks away. He looks away. He does not look away, but he's looking at what the other two are looking at. Hey, what do you guys see? So they are not paying attention to you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna leave the rest up to you guys. I've done what I can. My brain is not very creative past this.
Can I try to, from my hiddenness, can I try and hit the guy with a sling bullet in a way that will knock him out non-lethally?
Probably
Is that
not.
possible?
Like if you hit him in the head with a sling bullet, you can probably kill him.
What if I snuck up behind him and hit him with the butt of my rapier? Could I do it non-lethally that way?
Absolutely.
Right.
Roll just a d20 to hit. Add your
Plus
strength
my
modifier.
modifier?
Strength modifier. Yep.
Well, it's Dex. With the
Dex. I'm
rapier.
sorry. Yeah. With.
Yes.
Yep.
15.
Yeah. You totally like he kind of he's bopping over and you just kind of nail like in Princess Bride where they just nail Westley in the back of the head.
Nice.
And just bam and lights out. He's done.
All right, let's drag him back before he wakes up.
Important, though.
Okay, it's fine.
It's something at least. It's a start.
I kind of saunter back towards where you guys are.
Come up and carry him.
I don't have any rope. Can we tie him up?
I think I have rope.
For like adventurous kids or like some kind of Dungeoneers kids that all have.
I have a disguise, so I don't have rope.
Great.
Unfortunately, I'm an entertainer.
I don't have it because I chose wealth instead of starting equipment.
God damn it. We didn't kind of strategize this shit.
Surely there's some in the keep somewhere they can lend us.
Just
Yeah.
let me have a shield, okay?
Or we could steal it. It's fine.
So yeah, you guys bring him back. The governor looks and goes, "Oh well, that was quick.
I guess that's not very lawful.
We saw an opportunity and we took it.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. You come with me. Would you care to also join or?"
I'll come and
Oh,
try and
no.
help. I'm good at questioning people.
I'm gonna take a kip. You let me know when you're done.
So yeah, you guys take him. Kind of, you see one of the guards just kind of looks over at him, like kind of slaps him in the face gently. Wakey, wakey. Oh,
No eggs and no piggy.
I think while this is happening, I'm assuming this is gonna be at least an hour, and I'm gonna meditate, try to get like that feature back as a short rest if you'll allow it.
go ahead.
I'll do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So you go through like kind of some of the basic interrogation, and like
Can I like
they
do a
immediate.
setup for it just
Sure.
for flair?
Yeah.
So while he's unconscious, I'm gonna put on one of my costumes and make myself look like a sorcerer. And I'm gonna light a candle and I'm gonna hold it under my face so that I'm kind of menacingly underlit.
Wait,
And then when he wakes up,
you gotta have smoke.
sure, we can do that too. Extra ambience. When he wakes up, I want to be like inches away from his face, and I want to say something like, "Tell us everything you know about the attack, or else it will go very, very badly for you."
So he wakes up and goes, "Oh well, oh, listen, listen, listen." Like he's tied up. Listen, I'm just a hired hand. I have no loyalty to these people. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Good.
More than
That
you
may
do.
lengthen your life.
Yeah, you said.
Listen,
Wait, this.
I'll tell you everything I know. I like it. There's oh like yeah. He kind of he pees a little. Um, listen, we've been running around raiding communities around Greenfield for loot for the Cult of the Dragon now for about a couple months. It's you know nothing special really. I just hear they're just raiding people like hit and run raids, just like gathering up loot, gold, whatever they can steal. Few prisoners to sell off for slaves, nothing major.
What are they gathering this all for, or for whom?
I couldn't tell you. I do know that they're doing it for the Cult of the Dragon, and they're.
Right.
I know that they're shipping it up north, but beyond that, I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. He starts
Well, if
crying.
there's nothing else you can do for us, he's of no
Wait,
further
wait, wait, wait,
use.
wait, 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 wait. Be, uh, there's also been some rumors about dragon's eggs in the camp, but I don't know if that's
Oh,
confirmed or
that's
not.
interesting. These dragon fanatics might be raising dragons for all we know. I'm having Dragon Age Origins flashbacks to that cultist town in Haven.
I
Hmm,
love
You
that
ever
game.
play that game?
oh
It's
yes,
so good.
I
You
love
love
that.
mine.
Blood
Mine's Vampire the
mages
Masquerade
and
Bloodlines.
friggin' dragon wormlings. Anyway, so yeah, do you guys think we should let this guy live? I kind of want to kill him.
Please, please let me live. Please, please.
How much money do you have?
Take my coin purse. There's 100 gold in it. Just take it. Take it
Oh
all.
wow, 100 gold. I feel like should buy his life. What do you think?
That's fine, but we have to hold him until this is resolved.
Go.
Governor, are you willing to keep a prisoner in your dungeon?
Oh,
Do
we
you have
can.
a dungeon?
We absolutely have a cell we can put him in.
Okay,
Take him away.
that will mean that will mean he will survive this ordeal. So let's put him in the dungeon.
Rude.
All right.
And
So.
100 gold. Wow.
Mhm.
25 each, shall we say?
That sounds good to me.
I politely declined the gold. I really have
All
no
right.
use for such
25
things.
for the three of us, and
Need
25 in the
some
party fund.
armor. 26 gold, feel like a baller. Oh, and 2 copper. Still really rude. Yeah.
And 2 copper.
Suck it. All right. We're actually gonna stop there. I need to feed these buttheads.
Cool, that's good.
They're like all three of them.
Oh,
All three of them are looking at me like, "Daddy, will you feed us now,
very
please?"
cool.
They're like, please,
Daddy,
please
will you
take us out.
feed me?
Well,
I had
thanks
a
for
lot
taking
of
the
fun.
time, guys. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you, everybody.
Um,
the time. So I will see you not this Saturday, but next Saturday at 2.
at
Yeah?
2. Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm sure you can do it. It's like 11 a.m. You can sleep in a little bit.
I know, it's perfect.
Okay,
I
good.
know, right? You guys are all level
All
2.
right.
Yes.
We're all level 2?
You are all level 2.
Wait, someone tell me what the level 2
Do
is.
we also gain a long rest?
We level now.
You may level now, and it is still like this is all going on over. This has been like 3 hours, so
So,
it's
like,
not a long rest time. They're still under attack.
I would get more spell slots when I level up, but do I get all of my slots back or just the
Yeah.
one that I gained?
No, we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it like a video game, like bling 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 bling. You level
Oh,
up.
so it's like a full restore.
Yeah.
That's my hit die.
Awesome.
Just doubled my hit points.
It doesn't really work like that. Doesn't really work like that, but we're gonna let it work like that this one time, because otherwise I don't. Yeah, because there's still like at least another 6 or 7 missions that you guys got to go on to survive the evening, and I don't think you will if we don't do this.
Yeah, good call.
So,
I appreciate it.
all right, guys. Nobody was watching us, but thanks for joining us anyway. Gonna stop